What's up, guys? Jay Burns here for another episode of Warrior Leveling. So, welcome back, guys. Yesterday was a bit of a short stream. Kind of got cut short due to some RL issues, but today we're going to be back for a little bit of a more normal type length stream, hopefully, and we're going to continue on here in Stone Talon, and then oh, I'm being attacked already. It's gonna be feisty tonight, I think. But we're gonna finish up in Stone Talon here, and then move over to Ashenvale for a little bit, and then maybe back to the Barrens too. So there's gonna be a lot of zone switching and different scenery, and hopefully get a few levels tonight. So thank you guys for joining me, and hopefully yeah, it's gonna be a good night. So let's continue what we were doing here. I was killing these loggers. It looks like I'm actually done with this quest. I got 15 of 15. So I think I'm going to go ahead and turn this in. But yeah, I haven't really gotten to play WoW too much this weekend. Just busy with regular real-life stuff. I was actually playing a little bit of Legion earlier today. I didn't stream it, but I was playing a little bit of that too. Oh, I recognize this guy. I saw that guy like yesterday morning. But yeah, so I've been kind of all over the place, but today we're putting in a little more work on the old Torn Warrior here, trying to get him up a little bit closer, inch him up a little bit closer to 60 every day, right? So this should be good. I don't think I'm going to be doing any dungeons today. It's just going to be mostly questing. So should be just nice and easy. Some nice, relaxed Sunday night questing. So let's go ahead and turn in this quest. I think the quest we have to turn in right now is the Super Reaper quest. We got the blueprints for, so I'm gonna go turn that in right now. It's just like guy in the hut back here. But yeah, a lot of these quests in Stone Talon are a little low level for us, but at least the mobs are. But I consider that to be a good thing because, you know, as a warrior, it's always good to be fighting mobs a little bit under leveled for you. Makes things a little easier. We're definitely not the best questers, not the best levelers, so just got to stick with that. So these quests have been actually going pretty smoothly, which has been nice. We had a heck of a time with it the first time we came to Stone Talon, because we were a bit under leveled for the quests, but we're back and it's much smoother, got much better gear, so should be good to go. Hope everybody's having a nice Sunday night. Hopefully not too much of a downer. Sunday nights usually, at least if you have a normal job like I do, sometimes Sunday night can be a downer. But we're trying to keep it a little upbeat with some vanilla WoW. You know, that's how you got to do it. All right, let's see. The guy in the hut is over here for this quest, so we're almost back there. I'm just grinding mobs in between. But yeah, I was hoping to actually be a lot higher level. At this point, like by today, but on Friday night, our Friday night stream got a bit out of hand in Wailing Caverns, and we spent like 3 or 4 hours in there. It was quite productive, but we spent a ton of time. Okay, turn that in, accept that, and then I'm gonna run up to Sunrock Retreat, which is all the way up here. So we've got a bit of a run, got a little bit of a hike, but we need to get up there because that's like the main quest hub for Horde in this zone. So we're going to get on up there and see what's going on. Oh. It's so cool how, like, your friends list is actually just your friends list now. It's not like that Battle.net nonsense. It's like somebody logs on, they're actually there. They're actually like on your server playing whatever you're, you know, playing WoW. It's quite a concept. I don't know if my friends are going to get on tonight. My friends are leveling a priest and a shaman. I don't know if they're going to get on tonight or not, but they're a bit behind me. They think they're going to catch me, but they're not going to catch me, believe me. They're not going to catch me. I can guarantee that. So Sunrock Retreat is... oh, actually, Sunrock Retreat's right here. It's right in this little unexplored bit here. So that's actually not too far. So we're going to run up there, and then I think we have actually a quest to turn in up there. The wanted quest that I did. To kill that big that big spider. And I think this sword that we get from this quest is actually going to be an upgrade for us. 10.5 DPS, and then the current one I have is a 9.0 DPS. So, and this is a faster weapon, which is ideal for tanking. You, as a warrior, when you tank, you want, which is why I have a one-hander anyway. You want a fast weapon, more threat, more rage, all that stuff. So, the faster the weapon, the better for tanking. And of course, for doing damage, the opposite is true for your two-hander. You want a slow two-hander. Slower the better. So this one's 3.3, which is pretty medium speed, I would say, for a two-hander, but it's certainly the best one we've found so far. So that's what we're going with, and it's actually been quite a good weapon for me in the past couple of levels. I actually picked that up in Wailing Caverns, among other things like this shield, Precious Back, which is really nice. You can use that for tanking for the foreseeable future. Okay, here we go. We have to turn in a quest here, the Arachnophobia quest. This is going to get me my one-hander. Here we go. Okay, clay stone short sword, perfect. So let me go ahead. I always keep my my gear that I'm using. By the way, I gotta go train guns at some point because I have this musket. I still don't have a ranged weapon equipped. But I always keep my gear that I'm working with sort of in this top row of my bag so I don't get confused and accidentally sell it, because I've been known to do that. Been known to do that a little too often. Let me go in here and sell some stuff. It seems like my bag's getting quite full. Let's browse the goods. Let's just sell this stuff. The only thing I'm not going to sell is this spider silk, because I think, I'm not 100% sure, but I want to check the auction house and see if that stuff's going to sell for anything reasonably high. I seem to remember that that's a pretty good mat for like tailoring that people buy occasionally. So I'm going to go in there before I vendor that and double check that that's not going to sell for something a lot more. If so, I'm going to sell it. Okay, so we have to, there's another quest right here we can pick up. I'm not quite sure what this one is, but let's see. Yeah, I actually don't know. I don't even know if I need that one. Let's see if there's any other quests around here I could pick up. Looks like there's one over here. And, oh, I got some mail too. And then, yeah, let's get the flight point too, right over here. Cenarius Legacy. There's one specific quest that I was looking for from this place that I kind of remember. Let me repair real quick while we're here. Oh, I don't even have to. I think there's a couple of quest givers up here. I'm pretty sure. Let me just double check that there's nothing up here that I need to pick up. Okay. Blood feeders. Yeah, we have another quest I've got to turn in. We're just picking up some quests here for now. I don't think we're probably gonna head in. We're gonna head back to the Barrens to turn stuff in, and then we're gonna be heading up to Ashen Vale. I'm gonna abandon some of these Wailing Caverns quests because I'm not gonna do them at this point. Let's see, Boulder Slide Ravine. Yeah, this is one I need. Trouble in the Deeps. Yeah, I want this one. I don't think I need to pick up this one yet. Elemental War. We're not going to pick up that one quite yet. Okay, let's go back down here and there might be another quest in here somewhere that I need, but I don't quite remember. I could always look that up real quick, but let me just take a peek in here before I look something up. If you guys are playing on Elysium, I recommend, or any kind of vanilla server, I do recommend using db.vanillagaming.com or .org, I think .org. That's basically the equivalent of like your Wowhead type resource for vanilla. And in fact, I'm going to use it right now to make sure I'm not missing anything. I could swear that there was another quest here that I needed to get. But let me just double check. But yeah, it's basically Wowhead for vanilla, which is really, really useful. Macabre Flathoof. Oh, okay. I think that's actually down where we have to turn in this next part. Alright, so I did get the flight path, right? Let me just... sanity check. I just need to go check that I got the flight path. And then as soon as I do that, we're gonna go do Boulder Slide Ravine, which is this quest here, this green quest. And it looks like I did get the flight path, so we're good to go. I just wanted to double check there, because if I missed that and then had to run back here, I'd be super, super sad. Let's see what's in the mail. Let's see what's in the old mailbox here. Oh. Gold Farmer mail. Because, you know, whispering me 10 times per day is just not enough advertisement. They need to also email me in an in-game mail system. That's good. So Boulder Slide Ravine is going to be right down in here. We're going to go to this little unexplored patch right here and do that quest, which it just is exploring a cave and getting a bunch of drops from mobs there. So it should be pretty easy. But we got a bit of a run down there. That's all good. We're going to kill some spiders on the way, because I hate spiders. Spiders, I feel like, are the one thing that most people universally hate spiders. Snakes, I feel like some people hate. What else is there? Like, rodents, some people hate. But, like, not all people. But I feel like spiders is generally across the board. Except those people... There's, like, this very small subset of people who, like, collect spiders as pets. And I'll never understand those people. I'm not sure if anyone here has a pet spider. But if you do, I don't even know. I don't know what to say to you. I don't know why you would want something that like fiendish in your home. And then like people say like, I talk to people that have pet spiders all the time. I don't, but like I've heard stories of like somebody that's got like a pet tarantula or something, and they're like, oh yeah, he got out of his cage last weekend. It was like, where is he? Like if that happened, I would burn down my house. I would burn down everyone's house in my entire block. I would probably burn down all the surrounding woods. Just to make sure that I got him. But of course, I guess if you have a pet tarantula, it wouldn't bother you that he got out. But that's just not for me. People do that. They do like scorpions. I've seen people have giant pet scorpions, like actually like scorpions that you fight in WoW that are like the size of like a dog. People have those. Just that's not for me. That's not for me. Snakes, I don't mind. This is interesting. A lot of people are really bothered by snakes. Snakes don't bother me for some reason, but spiders, for whatever reason, they really creep me out. To the point where even if I'm playing, like obviously the spiders in WoW don't really bother me because they don't look that real. But like if I'm playing like a semi-realistic game where there's some spider action in there. Sometimes I have to turn it off. Like I remember in the intro part of Skyrim, like when I first got Skyrim, the graphics were considered like pretty good back then for that. I was running through that beginning part in the cave, and like all the spiders dropped down. I just turned off my monitor. I was like, I'm done with this game. I never really got like super into Skyrim, like super far into it. A lot of people did, I guess. Well, obviously, but I never got like that engrossed in Skyrim. I got to like, I forget what level I was even. Like I was probably like level 20 or something. I would always level the stealth up all the way in that game, and then like you could pretty much you got to the point where you could like just one shot everything from stealth because you did so much bonus damage in there. It's kind of funny. Mike Jones, the rogue. Well, that's actually his. Oh yeah, wait, that's his name. Mike Jones. I wonder if that's actually his name in real life. If so, that's not a very creative name. sheath and unsheath. You got to practice. See, this is how you get good. This makes you a better player. You got to get quick at unsheathing and sheathing. Okay, so we're almost down to here. I think there's this little path up here that we got to run up. Or there should be. Oh, I think I see it. See this on the mini map right here. This little crevasse here. If you're British, you would say crevasse. I think, but we would call it a crevice. I like the plays on words between, like, you know, people with like a British or English accent versus like American accent. Just like you just put emphasis on different syllables, which is kind of funny. Okay, let's kill this spider real quick and get in here. Almost gonna hit level 21 right now, which is pretty good. Got pretty close to it yesterday, but I had to, like I said, I had to cut the stream short, sadly. But today we're gonna get there. I would hope. I'll tell you what, if we don't get to 21 in today's stream, something will have to have gone horribly wrong. Really horribly wrong. So I think we'll make it. And we're gonna be 22, so I don't know. I should probably go back and train skills at that point. Man, this cave is really hidden back here. These little kobolds really they found this like space tucked away back here. Is pretty nice for them. All right, I'm gonna grab a couple of these because these are so low level. Should be able to cleave these down pretty quick rather than spending a ton of time just killing one at a time. Of course, I did do this yesterday in the Barrens, and I ended up dying to level 15 mobs. Oh, am I going to die again? I hope I'm not going to die again. I just... literally, every time I do this, I die. I'm like, oh yeah, they're level like 15s. I can cleave them down. And then I die. I hope this spider... Oh, boy. And we died again. So, I'm self-aware. Oh man, this corpse run's terrible. I'm self-aware at this point of, like, first of all, wait a minute. So these things do an earth shock that hits for 64 damage. That's a lot. So maybe okay. So yesterday the issue with these level 15 mobs is they just disarmed me over and over again. And that's what killed me. And today, it seems like what killed me is this random earth shock for 64 damage that these things do. It's crazy, like, how quickly I die. That was really sad. We're going to run back to the old body real quick. Not starting off well. So, maybe we won't get to 22. Maybe this is the catastrophic failure that I was referring to. We're just going to keep dying over and over to level 15 kobolds at level 21. What's my played on this character? Almost a day played at this point. I'm not sure if that's good or bad. I mean, I am 22, so I think generally it takes people about 8 days, roughly 8 days played to get to 60. So I'm like 1/8 of the time through it. Unless I do end up going faster than other people, which is possible but not likely. Considering how many times I've done this corpse run in Stone Talon, I think this is the 5th time. And I've hardly been here. Something about Stone Talon just makes you die, which is kind of funny. I think that one kobold ran away and aggroed something else too, which created more of an issue. Okay, we're getting back over here. We will get back over here. One day. Someday. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to be more cautious now, because I know that they have that ability. If the 64 damage Earth Shock thing, which is kind of a pain. But I'll get back over here and give it another go. And you know what? If it wasn't for this stupid spider, I probably would have. I would have made it out okay. He was blocking the exit, so I had to kind of like cut back back a certain way, and then they ended up catching up to me and earth shocking me. Very sad. Let's bandage up. Let me go loot these guys. I do need some items off these guys, so hopefully they will have dropped some. Let's get back up here. Okay, we got one crystal. Yeah, see, look at that earth shock. It does so much damage. 66 damage. I mean, it's not like a crazy amount, but it's enough to. It adds up when there's like 3 of them on you. Could I please drop combat? Thank you. Oh, the combat was actually from Blood Rage. I forgot that puts you in combat. I need to remember that. Need to remember. Looks like we got 2 here. So I'm just going to go ahead and actually cleave him down this time. How much is this fireball going to hit for? 47. That's not too bad. I'm going to stun them here. Have like no rage. There we go. That one's dead. And miss. And that one's dead. Okay, good. We got more crystals. Let me eat up. Actually, I'll use bandages. I gotta use these linen bandages. I still have 41 of them. And I've got like a ton of wool ones. How many wools? I've got 50 wool bandages. I haven't even touched them yet. Let me just make sure I'm full health here before I go in right here. Alright, let's go right here. Leave them down. I mean, these things have like no health. You see like 3 hits and they're dead. So, that's good. Wow, they're dodging a lot. Okay. Gotta be careful though, because it seems like while they have no health and they are generally pretty pathetic, they do have some abilities. Like they cast the spells that hit pretty hard. So you gotta watch out for that. Ooh. Oh no. I got a green belt, but I have a blue one on. Got a blue belt. Is that a belt in karate, a blue belt? Probably not. A green belt is. I don't know. I never did karate. I don't know if a blue belt is a belt in karate or not. And if it is, I wonder if it's better than green. Okay. We've got a bunch on me now. Really use some rage here. I'm trying to LOS this other caster, but it seems like he can cast through walls because he's some sort of crazy magician. No pun intended, I guess. But let me bandage up here real quick, and I can probably go down there and engage. He's gonna try to keep blasting me with fireballs from down there. Okay, let's go up here. Yeah, these things just have so little health that it doesn't matter too much. I just have to be careful. I got a little cocky when I came in here because they were all green mobs and they had like no health. So we already have 9 of the crystals, so this shouldn't be too bad. The other thing is you have to investigate the inside of this cave, so I guess we just gotta walk in here far enough or something. And once we do, we will get credit for that. Yeah, I really need a ranged weapon. It's starting to become evident that I need a ranged weapon. Literally 3 white hits kills these things, like non-crit. It's funny. Okay, can I use a bandage? Oh, I can't do that yet. I have the debuff. There we go. That looks a bit scary. That whole group there. I don't know if I want to go into there. You know, I could pop retaliation to get through this here. That'd probably be the best way to do it. Let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna hit retaliation. And we're just gonna kill him. Like, look at the damage. Oh, there we go. That's the best way to get healed. Just level up. Just get that heal from leveling up. But they do so much damage, like, for real. Okay. Alright, we're all good on crystals. I got another talent point. This one's going again in improved battle shout, so we have 10% more attack power now. That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. Pull this guy back here. I could see how doing this quest when it's a current level for you would be pretty tricky if these are hitting you that hard with those spells. Okay. But at this level, it's very doable. Okay, let's put battle shout up. These rock keepers are the real trouble. Seems like they just do that instant cast on you. I'm just using these bandages very liberally because I want to get rid of them. Like clogging up my bags, and they're not even healing for that much anymore. I'm healing for 19 a tick, which isn't that much for the amount of health I have at this point. Okay. What's the best way to get in here? I'm gonna body pull this guy. Oh, I just got credit for the quest. Well, that's the best way to do it. You just go in there and get credit without aggroing anything. Okay, so we're done with this. So now we're gonna run back down here, and I've got a quest to turn in down there. This Blood Feeders quest and Goblin Invaders. We're gonna turn both of those in, and then we're gonna go into Ashenvale actually, which is gonna be exciting. Yo, look at how much damage I just did to that guy. It's crazy. This two-hander's nice. It's doing some nice damage. Alright, let's get the... Use another bandage here. I love Ashenvale. Ashenvale is like one of my favorite zones of all time. So I'm pretty excited to get in there and start hitting that up. I like Stone Talon too, though. Anything but the Barons. The Barons is just getting so old. Alright, got that. Just chop these guys down. Just get out of this place. There we go. Last one here. Yeah, it's crazy how little self-healing you have. You really have no self-healing as a warrior. It's pretty much all food and band-aids. You can get some very minor self-healing through talents, but it's very minor. Very minor. Like, this Blood Craze, it's literally 1% heal over 6 seconds, 1%. And then, I mean, when scale, it goes up to 3% once you get all your points, but 3% of your health over 6 seconds. I mean, that's basically nothing. I mean, essentially, that's just kind of worthless. I don't think I'm even putting points in his talent. Just because it's just really negligible healing. All right. Working our way out of here. Killing this spider that got me killed before. Feels good. Feels real good. There we go. Okay. Well, that wasn't so bad. I mean, of course, it wouldn't be a Stone Talon quest if I didn't die and have to run back from that graveyard, but that's just the way it goes. I have more mail? It's probably more gold spammers. I'm honestly surprised at the amount of gold spam that happens on this server. Happens. Okay. You have to run all the way back down here. And these guys that I friended while I was leveling in Mulgore, they're ahead of me. They're ahead of me by 1 level. How can I let that happen? I take like the leveling race very, very seriously. It's very important to me to beat people at leveling. I don't know why. The only thing I don't like about this axe is how it clips with my cape. It's like bothering my OCD. But I feel like as a Tauren with a short cape like this, a lot of your weapons are gonna clip. It's just a life you have to live. It's a tough life, you know. It's a hard life. That's why I like to run with it off. I like to run holding it so it doesn't bother me. Ooh, what's this? Oh, this is just a mob. I thought this was a player for a second. I got excited. I was gonna run in and do some damage. I haven't actually attacked any other players yet. Haven't done any PvP yet. I don't know why I just attacked that thing. I'm just gonna slow him and run away. It's a gray mob. No experience. It's not worth the time. Not worth the time. Okay. We're getting there. We're getting back there. So I usually stream on the weekends during the day, but today I was just like really tired. I think I might be getting sick or something. I'm not sure, but I'm just like, just was tired today, so I was like just really lazy. So that's why I'm streaming at night right now. I usually would be streaming in the morning or the afternoon on Sundays, but during the week on weeknights I'm usually streaming at night because I do have a real job, sadly. So I do have to do that and then come back and then do the job I really care about, which is you know, killing kobolds. That's all I want to do in life is get paid to kill kobolds, but that's really not how society's set up right now. I think maybe one day if we have a kobold overpopulation or something. Oh, I just screwed up. Like, I screwed up really bad. I gotta run back in here, guys. I gotta run back in here. I have a quest I gotta turn in over here. My bad. Sorry about that. I gotta run back in here real fast. It doesn't matter too much. Actually, let me pick up another quest here. I'm like all over the place tonight. I'm like really scatterbrained. I have to pick up one quest from this orc lady. It's not gonna matter too much anyway, because I'm gonna. What can I do for you? I want to pick up this one. It's not gonna matter too much because I'm gonna hearth the crossroads anyway, so I'll just run back in here. But yeah, anyway, if there's a kobold uprising or something like that, then maybe you can get paid for killing them. I wonder if I can get to the camp through this path here. We're gonna do an experiment. This might be a quicker way to get to this camp here, or it just might lead to nowhere, and we might end up wasting more time. But I'm gonna give it a go and see where it takes me. It looks like it's marked with nice little torches, so I'm assuming there's a chance that it could lead somewhere good. There's a chance. But you never do know. Looks like it's a good sign. Looks like it's sort of heading in the right place. I'm just waiting for there to be like a giant brick wall in between where I need to go. Blizzard would put a fake path in here just to mess with you. I could see them doing that. You know, it actually looks like this is a big time saver rather than going all the way around here. So that's good. I actually never knew this path was here. Yeah, this is where I need to be right here. This is where I gotta turn my quest. That was good. It's level 25 hunter here. Aspect of the cheetah on. Super jelly. Super jelly of that. I'm just like lumbering around. I wonder what skills I get at level 22. I'm not really sure. Okay. There we go. That's the quest I needed to hand in. So let me hearth the crossroads right here. And then we're gonna run up into Ashenvale. Which is gonna be great. Oh, let me check my mail. I bet you it's more gold spam. It's too far away. Yep. MMOtank.com, 100 gold equals $3. That's cheap. That's really cheap. I'm not going to do it, though. I'm just going to man up, make my own gold. I've already got 6. Man, I could... Yeah. Gold farming business, I don't know how much... I don't know how... if that's really worth it. 100 gold for $3? It's not easy getting 100 gold. I'm not really sure about that. I'm not so sure about that business model. Seems like a lot of hours for $3. So we're gonna run all the way up in here into Ashenvale, and I have this this quest to hand in to this dude up here. He's up at the watchtower up here. Yo, as long as I don't have to kill any more plane striders, I'm good. I'm really done with killing plane striders. I'm not about that life anymore. Plane striders, cats, raptors, and quilboars. That's pretty much it. When you get to level 11 or 12 to like level 18 or 19, that's like that's your day to day. Just give me another raptor. How many raptors you got to kill? They should have a stat like number of raptors killed. You should keep track of that. Like there should be another tab on here like character, reputation, skills, honor, and then raptors. You can click on that. It'd probably just be like, it'd be like 10,000 something probably by the time you're done with the barons. So every quest is killing raptors. Just like in Mulgore, everything's about killing wolves. That's all they spawn in Mulgore, is just a bunch of wolves. Just game. Yeah, so we're getting into some of the better talents in Fury. Piercing Howl's good. This is a good one. Once we start getting Enrage, that's gonna be good. It's gonna be real nice. I've heard of some people when they're leveling their warriors. So Enrage basically what it does is it gives you a damage bonus whenever you get crit. So what a lot of people would do is they pull a mob and they sit down. And if you don't know, if you're sitting in WoW and vanilla, I guess I'm not sure if it's still like that, but in vanilla, if you're sitting down and something attacks you, it's a 100% chance to crit. So people will like pull a mob with their gun, sit down, get crit to get the damage buff, and then keep killing the mob. That's like, it might be too much effort for me, to be honest. See, I don't really have too much of a problem getting crit anyway. I seem to get crit all the time and die, so I don't think I need to go out of my way to get crit. But maybe that's just me. Maybe other people that are really good at the game who never get crit, they just need to sit down. Okay. Yeah, by the way, the quest we did, we're not turning that in right now, obviously, because I'm not in that zone anymore. But this Boulder Slide Ravine, we're going to turn that in at a later date when we go back to Stone Talon. More efficient that way. Okay. Almost up here to this guy in a tower. We're getting there. Man, this reminds me of when Warsong Gulch first came out, and you had to go to the actual battleground to queue, which is right here, by the way. You see these flags up here? You run up there, and that's where you used to have to queue for it. You used to have to run up here, and like there's a little instance portal. You walk into it, and you could queue. So it reminds me of going up here and queuing for it. Like Battlegrounds first became a thing, it was like such a big deal. Because before that, you'd have to just, like, if you wanted a PvP, you just have to run around. You'd have to run around and find people, and obviously it wasn't split up by level, so you might find somebody that's 30 levels higher than you, and you probably wouldn't have the most fun PvPing against those people. So, like, when Battlegrounds came out, that was like, wow, I can just get put into a game with a bunch of people, like, my level? Like, this is crazy. And we all ran up here. Although, back then, too, I played Alliance, so I was running in on the Alliance side too. I remember me and my friends in school when vanilla was out, we all made gnome rogues and got them to level like 29 or whatever. whatever that max, whatever the max level for like the level 20 bracket was, like I guess 29, and we would just go in there and just one-shot people with ambush. These little gnomes running around with those goggles on. It was a mess. Yeah, I'm not doing this quest. This quest is a waste. And that, honestly, turning that quest in was kind of a waste. It's like 150 experience, but I mean, whatever. We're gonna run up to Splinter Tree Post here and turn in this quest, the Ashenvale Hunt, which is gonna give us probably not that much experience. We're mainly just running up here, honestly, to get the flight paths, and we're gonna do one quest all the way up here. So we're gonna be grinding mobs all the way through the zone, all the way up to here, and then we're gonna do one quest there, and then basically we'll have all the flight paths in Ashenvale. So when we get a little bit higher, so you see the mobs in Ashenvale are a little high level for us right now, level 26. Ashenvale is more of a mid-20s zone, so when we do get up in levels, we'll have all the flight paths and we'll just be ready to go. Come back here and level up a little bit. Although this bear looks like he's level 21. This bear looks like he wants to go. Let's get this bear. I love killing bears too. Bears are my favorite kind of mob to kill in WoW, hands down. I love fighting bears. This bear's pretty tough, actually. He's got a lot of health. I'm used to killing those stupid kobolds that die in like 3 hits. Just seems like a boss. What server do I play on? This is the Anathema PvP server through the Elysium, ElysiumProject.org. If you're not familiar with Elysium, it's basically the new Nostalrius. Nostalrius basically gave their code away to these people, on these Elysium folks, and they've released a bunch of servers. They're really nice servers. If you're into vanilla, I highly recommend it. Very, very Blizzard-like, as they say. Haven't had a lot of... Oh! We just got sapped. We just got sapped. Well, you know what? I like that guy. I like that guy's style, you know? He didn't kill me. He didn't have to kill me, because he could very easily. He just sapped me, just to be like, yo, you know, I could kill you if I wanted to, so he just gets the point across. I like that guy's style. Okay. That wasn't you, Erislandi, was it? That wasn't you. That rogue. Whenever people ask me what server I'm playing on, whenever viewers ask me what server I'm playing on, I'm expecting them to come up in their BWO gear and two-shot me. But yeah, I would recommend trying it out. It's a great community, great server, like as far as like the scripting goes, and also the community has been really cool. So I definitely recommend trying it out. Okay, what are we turning in here? We're turning in Ashenvale Hunt, which is up here. I think we got to go up here and turn this in the little fortress. But yeah, so they, as you guys know, the Nostalrius thing was a huge thing. If you follow like WoW news, community news, like the Nostalrius vanilla servers were like a huge topic in the WoW community, and actually just in the gaming community in general. I think there was articles in Forbes and all these crazy magazines and newspapers about the whole concept of the legacy servers. And I never actually played on the original Nostalrius, and I've always played retail WoW. Okay, there we go. That was a little buggy. I've always played retail WoW, and I was playing retail WoW at the time that all the Nostalrius stuff was going on, but I didn't play on the original servers, and I was almost considering playing on them right when the shutdown happened last April. I believe it was last April. And of course there was this huge community controversy about that, about the shutdown and all the fallout from that. And then yeah, so then these Elysium people got Nostalrius ended up meeting with Blizzard and talking about the whole state of the game and the demand for legacy servers. Blizzard didn't really doesn't seem like they're super interested in pursuing that sort of product right now. For whatever reason, maybe they don't see it being profitable, or they don't see it being worthwhile for the amount of work they have to put in. I'm not really sure, but at any rate, Blizzard didn't express any interest in. Oh, here's a 29 mage. Is he gonna try to kill me? Yeah, it looks like he's gonna try to kill me. I'm gonna LOS him. Oh, tried to LOS him around the root. Now, if this guy tries to kill me, we're gonna have to fight back, because we're not going down without a fight. I'm gonna slash love him. Now, see, this is what you do. If you can't kill somebody, you just do cute emotes at them. Okay, so love. I'm going to do a slash kiss on him. And really what you do is okay, there we go. And once you get the slash dance from him, you know everything's going to be fine, okay? This guy's not going to kill me. He's not going to attack me. And he just said Magis, which is obviously the sign of peace. And I'm going to say it back to him. Just so we're clear. Yeah, I'm kind of losing him at this point, so I'm gonna slowly. But Mr. 60 Hunter, can you please help me? He didn't help me. I feel like I might be this guy's prisoner now. I feel like he might hold me hostage forever. I'm just gonna keep showering him with affection and see what happens. I'm going to do a cheer at him. Oh, he's waving goodbye to me, folks. He's waving goodbye. I think we survived. But he wants to sheep me one more time. Oh! Oh, he was waving goodbye to me in the sense that he's going to kill me. So that's good. That's really good. Unfortunately, there's not much I could do against this guy because, he's level 29. So, not all the time is that going to work out for you. But I did show you that I should make a underleveled PvP guide video, and it just consists of the emotes that you want to type out to give you the best chance to survival. And I think I really did pretty well there. We lived a long time. It was a tough 1v1, but we did manage to survive for quite a while. But unfortunately, he did get the best of us in the end. That was so stupid. Let's be real, that was really annoying. That's going to happen, though, Look, I could have played on a PvE server, and none of this would happen. But, Look, I like the PvP server. I like being able to... Sometimes you're the one that's higher level, and you get to do stuff like that, so that's how you got to think about it. Of course, if I start getting camped... My general mood and my general outlook on life and WoW in general is going to decline rapidly. But as of right now, I'm staying positive. Let's get back to our corpse and just continue on questing, and it's not going to be an issue. We're not going to have any more problems. I love how that 60 Hunter just runs by me, and he doesn't even help. He doesn't even turn around to help me. What was I even talking about? I was talking about basically how Elysium came to be. But yeah, a lot of you guys might know already, but basically, Blizzard wasn't interested in the vanilla server idea, so they wasn't going to pursue it. So Nostalrius, basically, they didn't sell it. They just gave away their server code to these guys that on the Elysium servers. And these Elysium guys already had a server going, but it wasn't as good. It wasn't anywhere as good. I guess there's certain intricacies to writing the server code that a lot of people didn't really get quite right. And that's why Nostalrius was so popular, is just because the game performed and functioned and sort of acted like it did when it was current. And that's what attracted so many people to the server and why the server was so popular. And that just comes down to basically the developers of the server really doing their homework and studying and knowing the game really well and implementing it correctly. So obviously 9 out of 10 private server communities aren't going to get that right. But so this is basically Nostalrius 2.0. And then there was a whole more recent controversy where Nostalrius came out publicly. The original Nostalrius team came out publicly and basically told people not to play on these servers, which created a sort of an uproar. But look, I'm gonna play on it. I enjoy it. I enjoy retail WoW too, just in a much different way. They're two very different games. A lot of people talk about, there's this whole argument in the community right now between retail people, retail WoW players, and like legacy server players. It's not even just vanilla servers. Some people like playing TBC. Some people like playing Wrath. Some people like playing Kata, I guess. No one likes playing WoD, so there's, that's another story. But it's legacy server community versus the retail server community, and it's sort of just this back and forth all the time about that. And sometimes people get really like vicious about it. The way I look at it is, play what you find fun, and I, like I said, personally, I think that both vanilla WoW and retail WoW were fun. However, I struggle to call retail WoW an MMO at this point. It is technically an MMO, but it is a very, very much different game than this game. And in fact, I did play retail WoW earlier today. I'm leveling a rogue on there, and it is completely different. For example, I went from level 100 to 101 earlier today in about 40 minutes, and of course, one of these levels here takes more than that, and I'm level 22. So the game is just much more streamlined. It's just Legion is just. By the way, Legion is a very good expansion. If you haven't played it, I'd recommend playing it. It is a very good expansion, probably one of the better ones that they've come out with in the past 5 years. I think it's obviously way better than WoD, because WoD really no one liked. I think it's better than Mists of Pandaria, and I think it's better than Cataclysm. The other three, the first three expansions, are probably better. But I think Legion added a lot of interesting things into the game. And I think the game is in a fairly decent place right now on retail. However, I find vanilla WoW to be more like WoW. Just the community, which is a huge deal to me in an MMO. The community is just so much more vibrant. People help each other. People want to group up together. Like, even though you see, I just got killed by that level 29 mage, right? But we had this like funny little interaction before he killed me. I like that sort of stuff, and I don't feel like that sort of interaction would ever occur on retail right now. Okay, it seems like he didn't see me. We have a dwarf priest on a mount. I didn't want another funny interaction and right then, but that one was funny and good, and I enjoyed it. But like, yeah, and another example, like the other night, 2 streams ago, we did Wailing Caverns, and it took me forever to do. Probably took me 3 or 4 hours to get through it. And we wiped, and it was a mess, and CC was getting screwed up, and, my people's gear was breaking, and people didn't know how to play, and it was just like, it was a mess, but everybody had fun, and everybody was sort of working together, and nobody gave up on the group, and, people just found humor in what was going on. And I really enjoy that, and I feel like basically this particular game, as in vanilla WoW, it creates that sort of community just because of what's required to complete objectives in the game. If you don't seek out help from other people and work together and sort of push past challenges as a group and don't give up on each other, you have to do all that stuff in order to succeed in this version of the game. In later versions of WoW, it's much more individual. Success is much more individualized. Obviously, there is still a high-end raiding community in WoW, although that is sort of dwindling. And by that I mean in retail. There is that progression raiding guild community, and of course, if you're pushing, cutting-edge raid progression like in Mythic raids, which Mythic difficulty is the highest difficulty of the raid tiers. that you can do, and it's very difficult. The content is very, very hard. If you're doing that type of content, you do need to have a tight-knit group of people that is willing to push past challenges, much like in vanilla. However, in order to that content is essentially reserved for the top 1% of players who basically have all day to play the game. If you want to be successful in that sort of content, this game has to be a big part of your life, a very, very big part of your life. And I think a lot of people sort of have grown out of that sort of mentality about video games, I think in general. And some people are saying that the MMO genre is sort of suffering because of that. But I do think that the community aspect of the game is really important. Even if it's something very simple, like doing Wailing Caverns at level 20, it creates a much more fun environment. And then, of course, if you play with friends and people you know, that compounds. And that gets even more profound. And, it sounds really silly and ridiculous, and kind of sad and pathetic at the same time. But some of the best memories that I have of, sort of like my childhood and growing up is playing this game with my friends. Like some of the things that we've done in this game together, especially in this version of the game, in this vanilla expansion, it's honestly some of the best memories that I have with my friends. We do stuff. We do leave the house. We like talk to girls and stuff, I promise. But this game had a profound impact on my life, and I think a lot of people feel that way. A lot of people that started playing this game when it came out and through the years, this game has been a big part of a lot of people's lives. I mean, people have gotten married on this game and crazy stuff like that. I'm not like that. I'm like not that weird. Not that that's weird. If any of you got married on WoW, that's great. I'm happy for you. But my point is, what made this game great is not the mechanics. It's not the balancing. It's not the min-maxing of gear. It's not the lore. It's not the graphics. It's not anything like that. What makes this game great is the people. It's the interactions between everybody. And I think you could say that about life in general. I think, not to get too deep here, guys, but I think really life and enjoyment in life is really about interacting with others and experiencing something, sharing an experience with somebody else. And I think that's why that this game had such a profound impact on not only video gaming, the video game industry, or I should say not only in the MMO community, but it had a huge impact on the video game industry as a whole and in pop culture too. And the reason for that is just because of the community it created. So that's my vanilla versus retail rant. And again, I think retail's pretty fun. It's a fun game. If vanilla had never existed and retail came out like tomorrow, I would say this is a fun game, man. I can pick a class. I can play with other people. I do DPS. I have to race against other people to do better DPS. It's like, this is a fun game, but the community is a lot different. It's a lot different. And a lot of people try to pinpoint. They try to say, well, when was it exactly that the community aspect of the game sort of... Oh, what do we got here? A wolf? Surprise of all surprises, we got a wolf on us. Some people try to pinpoint, well, when was it exactly that the game started, the game community started to change, not necessarily decline. Some people say, oh, it's when they added LFR or the Dungeon Finder, or oh, it's when they added realm server transfers and this and that. And I think it's very hard to really nail down exactly when stuff changed. And I think there's a lot of factors that led into it. Like I said, the overall gaming industry and what people want. I mean, really, if you look, read forums and go online and go on Reddit and everywhere else, really, what people are looking for in games right now is basically what Blizzard is providing people. I mean, a lot of people, they say they don't have the time or the energy or the desire to spend hours upon hours in a video game. And I totally get that. I totally get that. I totally get why you don't want to spend, 10 hours a day killing wild bucks in Ashenvale with your green two-hand axe. I totally get that. And I think that's the main driver. The market sort of changed and what a lot of people wanted. And I think that's the main driver of what ended up changing. You could pinpoint any one of many changes that Blizzard made to the game over the years as being, I can't bandage yet because I keep forgetting I have this debuff. You could point to one of many changes Blizzard made over the years as far as why the community sort of changed a little bit, but I really do believe it's the market that changed. And to support that theory, you could look at a game like WildStar. Okay, I don't know if anybody's familiar with that game. If you're not, WildStar was an MMO that came out, I think it was 2 years ago, about 2 years ago maybe. And some of my friends that I used to play WoW with introduced me to it. And we all started to get into it a little bit. And it was sort of a futuristic-ish MMO, very similar to WoW. And in fact, a lot of the vanilla WoW devs were involved in the development of WildStar. So it was like this super promising idea, this game that the WoW devs worked on, it's going to be so cool, it's going to be great. And they actually marketed it as a game aimed at people who are more into the hardcore raiding scene. And they sort of referenced, attunements in vanilla, like getting your Anexia attunement and all this stuff. Well, it turns out, I play that game with my friends and stuff. Turns out what ended up happening to that game, to the best of my understanding, is the majority of the player base could not or did not want to complete basically the attunements and the prerequisites to get into the end game content, because they made it so they made the amount of time that you needed to put into the game so demanding that it just wasn't accessible for a lot of people. And what ended up happening is a lot of people got to the end game and realized that, hey, I'm not willing to put in 60 to 80 hours a week in a video game to do the content, and that's sort of what's required. So the community just sort of evaporated, and it was really sad because it was a good game. I thought a lot of the mechanics in the game were great. I thought the characters, the acting, or the voice acting, like the storylines, the general meta of the game was very interesting. But what happened is the community couldn't sustain itself because it was too hardcore at the end of the day. So that's really what I think, in my opinion, I think that's what Blizzard's going for with their more recent projects and with their more recent expansions, is they're trying to make the game more accessible to a lot of people. And it is. I mean, if you look at Legion, there's a lot of features in Legion that make it fantastic for your average casual player. And for me, the camera in this is sometimes a little glitchy. It sometimes just jumps around like that. If you look at a lot of the features in Legion, a lot of, like the legendary system and Titan forging and this and that, it's all stuff that's very, very, very beneficial for somebody who plays, a moderate amount of time. So I think that Blizzard as a company is definitely trying to go for some stuff like that. I remember this guy. I did this Night Elf NPC here. I used to kill him. And I thought I was really cool, like I was fighting the Alliance when I would kill this guy, this level 17 NPC. I thought I was like a big tough guy. So we're here at the Zorm Strand after a long state of WoW and life rant, which was enjoyable for me. So we're gonna pick up the flight path here, and we're gonna do this one quest here. There's really one quest here that I want to do. It's just this Naga killing quest, so we're just going to pick that one up and do it. Let's see what we got here. I've got this Trouble in the Deeps quest to turn in. I'm not going to pick that quest up quite yet. I'm not going to pick those up quite yet. There's one in particular that I'm looking to pick up. We're going to be back here. This one, Nog at the Zorm Strand. This is the one we want to do right now. So I'm going to pick that one up real quick and go ahead and do it. And I believe for this quest, we just need to we need to collect 20 heads from these Naga. So it shouldn't be too hard. And I think this quest is actually, we're a little over leveled for this quest as well, which is a good thing. Always good to be a little over leveled. Okay, and then we're gonna go back to. Unfortunately, we're gonna be going back to the Barrens after this, but I think after this quest is completed, I'm gonna go train guns so that I can use my ranged weapon, and I'm gonna go get skills. How dare you dodge me? These Naga have some nerve. Thinking they can just go around dodging my attacks all the time. Okay. And Black Fathom Deeps is over here too. I'm probably going to run that instance at some point, but I'm not sure when. Probably more mid-20s is when I'll hit that one up. But yeah, as far as these servers go, this particular Elysium whole deal, I've been very impressed. I think that they're very true to the original, and I think that the people playing on the servers are make it a really fun time. I never thought like a private server would ever be something that I would want to play on. I always thought about a private server. Like when I heard the term private server, I would always think about like my friends whose like uncle hacked or downloaded some WoW client and like set up a fake server in his basement, and like my friend's like, yeah, like I made a character and I was like level 60 and I was flying around and I summoned like Ragnaros in Goldshire and like all this shit, and I'm like, that sounds really stupid. Like everyone else is like, oh wow, that's so cool. I was like, that sounds really dumb. Like, why would you want to do that? So like in my head, I always thought about private servers as like that sort of a concept. I never thought about it as like sort of a replica of some version of the game in the past. And for that, I really enjoy it. I always thought about this version of the game. Like I said, it did have a big influence on me. So I always am sort of reminiscing about this particular game. And people say it is interesting. It's an interesting concept when you think about, you know, a lot of us might have like an N64 or like a Super Nintendo or something like that, and we'll be sitting around saying, you know, oh, you know, man, I really feel like playing, you know, Super Mario 64. I really feel like playing. I didn't have Super Nintendo, so I can't really think of a good game on there, like Castlevania or something. I don't know. I really feel like playing XY game, right? And you can just pull out your old console and dust it off, and you can pop the game in and you can play it, and you can say, oh, you know, sort of relive little memories, maybe you as a kid or you on Christmas or whatever playing that game. With WoW, you can't do that. At least not without doing something like this. You know, you don't have the option of playing the older version of the game, even if you wanted to. And it's, I feel like it's almost something historic. Like if you think about this game, this game had a big impact on a lot of stuff, and it's sort of like, I almost feel like it should be preserved in some way, you know, because it defined a whole genre, and it really shook up the whole industry at the time. So it is cool to see this. You have to, when you play on stuff like this, like you play on this server, you know, you have to go into it knowing that tomorrow they could be gone. Your character could be gone, all your progress could be gone. And you have to be okay with that, you know, because it is within, Blizzard has the full right to come in and shut these guys down tomorrow if they really wanted to. It is a bit tricky because these servers are outside of the hosted outside of the U.S., so it is a little tricky legally for them to do that. But they very well can do that. So you do have to play on these servers knowing that, you know, your progress could be erased at any moment. And I'm okay with that because, you know, I'm having fun. If I can play this game for 2 hours and have fun, and that's the only time I'll ever get to play it. It's worth it to me. Some people super concerned about cutting edge progression and like min-maxing their character and all this other stuff. They might get really discouraged thinking about that because they're going to lose all that progress. But I'm not too concerned about it. I mean, of course, I would miss my little level 22 warrior, and I do plan on getting him up to 60 and gearing him if the all the conditions are permitting. But I'm fully aware that all this progress could be erased at any time. And if that were the case, I would still play WoW. I wouldn't stop playing WoW. I would just play retail. But for now, in my opinion, out of all the WoW products out there right now, this is the most fun. And it really doesn't have anything to do with the fact that it's free. If Blizzard put out this product and charged money for it, I would gladly pay for it. And I think a lot of people would. It really wouldn't surprise me if Blizzard decided to, at some point, do the whole legacy server thing. It really would not surprise me. However, I don't think that that's going to happen for quite some time, because people don't realize that there's a lot of work that has to be done for that. I see a lot of posts made around the internet saying, they have the code, they should just throw the servers up again. Like, there's no reason for them not to do it. They're just doing it to be difficult. Or that's essentially the argument I see a lot of people making. But there is a lot more to it than just having code. I do work in IT. I have a computer science background, so I can understand why there could be some factors as to why it would be non-trivial for them to get something like that going. There's a lot of hardware issues, so some of the application might not interact with. You might have to have older hardware for some of the stuff to work, and a lot of the other assets besides the actual code base. For instance, like the models, like this 3D model for this Naga that I'm chopping up right now, is just a file basically, and a lot of the times those assets don't get stored in the same nice, neat way that the application code does. So it could be a bit difficult for them to do. Obviously not impossible. They could definitely do it if they wanted to do it. However, the amount of time and money that they would need to spend on it at this time, based on what they've been saying, it doesn't seem like it's worth it to them at the end of the day. And they're very aware of the amount of demand. I mean, they're very aware that Elysium exists. I'm sure they're very aware of how many people have signed up for it, which I believe now is a few million. We've got a few million people on this server right now. They're fully aware of all of that. But it is a business. And a lot of people do forget that it is a business. And there could be reasons why it doesn't make sense for them to do it right now. But it wouldn't surprise me if they did at some point. They came out with that whole idea for pristine servers. I don't know if anybody's familiar with that, back when this whole controversy was going on, which would essentially have been basically regular WoW, except no character boosts on the server, and no heirloom items, and no group finder, and this and that. I don't think that is really the answer that people are looking for. Because again, that's trying to pinpoint certain features of the game that they think that people want back. And really, I think what people want back is the feeling. That's what people want back. Now, the people who are against the legacy servers, they seem to say, "Oh, you guys are so nostalgic about this stuff. You guys have like rose-tinted glasses about the game. The game sucked back then. There was so imbalanced, blah blah blah." Perhaps some people do. That could be true for some people, but for me, and what I can tell you from my personal experience so far, in these first 22 levels being back, is I definitely don't have rose-tinted glasses about it. I really enjoy this game in this state. Something about it really speaks to me. And I was playing with my friends the other night, and they just started their level 1 trolls, and I think I was like level 16 or something at the time on this character. And I had started streaming, obviously, so I didn't really want to restart and ruin the whole series, because I am trying to make a nicely packaged series here where, you know, kind of just recording the entire journey from start to finish 1 to 60, which, you know, just kind of a personal goal. I just kind of want to have that all there, and if anybody happens to watch it and enjoy it, that's even better. But anyway, they created those level 1 characters, and I sort of just jumped in with them. Okay, we got 20 heads here, by the way, so I'm going to go back here and we're going to turn this in. So I created a level 1 troll with them just to screw around for a couple hours, like, you know, after one of my streams when they were playing. And we were just in the starting area, and it was just like, I just had this biggest, stupidest smile on my face playing this game, and I couldn't tell you why. It was just like all these memories that came back, and of course, you know, one of the guys I was playing with was one of the people originally that I played with during this period in the game. So it was just like a really good experience, and I've just really enjoyed my time playing on this server so far. We're having a big bag issue right now. We can sell to this guy. I'm like running out of bag space big time. Sometimes these clams have... I gotta open up these clams. Sometimes they got those pearls in them. They can sell for a decent amount. Now I promised some guy on my server that... Oh wait, no. Never mind. I wonder if I can auction these shoulders for a decent amount. I bet you I probably could. I'm gonna hold on to those. Now I forget. Does this version of vanilla... I'm wondering if this version of vanilla has auction houses in cities other than Orgrimmar. That would be nice. Because I have to go to Thunderbluff to train guns. Are we good here? Yeah, we're good here. I have to go to Orgrimmar to train guns. So it would be nice if they had an auction house there, but I'm not really 100% sure. I'm gonna go fly over to Thunderbluff right now.
Blood and thunder.
We're gonna fly to Thunderbluff, and I'm gonna get skills, and I'm gonna train guns. And we also need to build first aid up a little bit and get the next rank of first aid so that I don't hit the cap. Okay, so this is gonna be a bit of a long flight. I remember the first time I played this game, like I got WoW the first night it came out. Me and my friends, we all played I was well, this was a long time ago. I'm 25 right now. The game came out in like 04, I think. Yeah, 04. And I think I was in 8th grade. And me and my friends in school, we had played Warcraft 3, the RTS game, for a year or two before that. And I got like, super into it. And then I was like really into Warcraft 3. Like I was like totally geeking out about that game, and I trying to get really good at it and all this stuff in like 6th or 7th grade, as good as I could have been then. And you know, one of my friends at lunch, he's like, "Yo, so I heard they're coming out with this new game called World of Warcraft, and you get to, you know, create a character and you get to like be in the world." And I was like so into Warcraft 3 back then that I was just like, nah, it sounds kind of stupid. Like I wasn't even that interested. And then like the more that I read about this game and what was involved in it, I got like more and more excited, and to the point I came home from school. I think it was Thanksgiving break. And I came home from school and my parents had bought me the game because I got good grades that semester or something. And I was like so excited. I opened it up, and me and my friends, we had our parents would have hated us. But we would get on the phone. We would get on the telephone with each other, because there was no like Discord or anything back then. We would get on the telephone with each other and like be talking to each other while we're playing the game, and like the starting zones, and just like exploring all around. All my friends, we started in different areas, so we were like explaining, oh, what's it like over there, and it was just like this awesome experience. I remember the first time I took a flight path too. I like freaked out. I made a dwarf warrior. That was my first. That was my first character because I wanted to be like Gimli from Lord of the Rings, like everybody else. You either wanted to be like Gimli from Lord of the Rings, or you wanted to be like Legolas from Lord of the Rings, and you made a night elf hunter. It was one of the two, but I was the Gimli guy, so I wanted to do that, and yeah, like it was just awesome. It was like totally a new experience, and yeah, that first Griffin ride I took, I was just bugging out. I was like, this is the coolest thing ever. I'm just flying around in this like huge world. Everything seems so mysterious. Now everything's data mined into an oblivion. Everybody knows every little detail about everything. But that obviously that happens. That just happens when a game's out for a long time. What's really crazy to me to think about too is how far technology has come just over the lifespan of this game. I mean, I remember me and my friends were playing. Well, I played WoW originally on this like crappy laptop that couldn't even really render the graphics 100% of the way. I remember I told my friends, I was like, this is a cool game and everything, but they really screwed up the graphics in the dwarf starting area. Like all the ground looks like a bunch of triangles. Like how could they have? That was a big oversight. Turns out it was just my shitty laptop with my integrated graphics card that couldn't even render. It couldn't render the snow. It couldn't render the path on the snow. So it was just looked like a bunch of polygons. But anyway, I remember like my friends playing WoW on like these big CRT monitors, like those big goofy looking monitors that people had back then. Like you think that's like the 90s that stuff was happening, but that was, I mean, the early 2000s. A lot of people still had that sort of stuff, and now we've got supercomputers in our pockets now. They say that there's more processing power in one of these phones that there is in that NASA had when they did the moon landings. I believe it, to be honest. It's crazy, and it's only been about 10, 12, 13 years now. It's actually a long time. But yeah, it's funny. You kind of forget even how far technology has come over the lifespan of this game. I'm gonna get this soon, guys. We'll have Thunder Fury soon. All I gotta do is I gotta get to 60, and I gotta find a guild that's willing to basically spend a lot of hours trying to get me this, and then I'll have it. And then we'll go back to Wailing Caverns and get revenge. I don't think we won't need that to get revenge in Wailing Caverns. I could probably just go back there with anything and get revenge. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do a Wailing Caverns revenge stream when I get to 60. And we're gonna go back in there and we're just gonna demolish everything in there in like 10 minutes. We're just gonna run through there. Just for my own sanity, we're gonna do that. That, and then we're also gonna come back here to Mulgore and go in this Venture Co mine and clear that out. I could probably do that now and get revenge. It wouldn't be too hard. That gave me a ton of problems. That was like my first or second stream we were in there, and it was a nightmare. It was so hard. It was like the hardest thing I've ever done in this game. I don't know why they put a quest in this game in the starting area that's that difficult. Mobs are so packed close together. It's just crazy. And they all do so much damage. All right, so we gotta go. Oh, look at that! See, you guys didn't know I'm a half warrior, half priest. So I got levitate. I just cast on myself before I got here. Let's see. I'm gonna go get the gun training, and then I'm gonna go get my class training and first aid. So I think, let's see, weapon master. I'm pretty sure I know where it is.
What brings you?
Weapon master. He's on the lower rise. Okay, I didn't know where he was. So he's on the lower rise, which I guess is down here. I don't know why I didn't put a flag on my, like a marker thingy on my map. It usually does that when you're looking for NPCs. Here he is, Weapon Master. So we're gonna train.
Well met.
Train guns. I don't need staves. I'm gonna get this on. So there we go. We got a ranged weapon. Now I gotta see. I gotta buy some. Here we go. Light shot. I'll just buy like a bunch. I probably don't need that much actually. All right, whatever. We'll keep it for now. Now, do they have an auction house here? Is this? Oh, they do. That's really good. Okay, so I'm gonna look on here and see if we can sell some of this stuff. Spider. What is this called? Spiders. Silk. See, look at that. Look at that. Sells for, well, I guess 15 silver. I'll put 2 for 30 silver, and see if that sells. What else do I got here? I got copper ore. Copper ore. So that's selling for 7 silver each. So I'll create this for. I'll do this for 20 silver, just slightly undercut. Shoulder pads, leather. I want to see if these shoulder pads are actually on the auction house. They are for 24 silver. I'll put these up for 22. That's a pro tip also. Like, people always want to buy shoulders. Even though they're gray, like, people always want to buy them. I think that's all we have to put up right now. So that'll be a little extra money for us if some of that stuff sells. Now let's head up to the warrior trainer. Get class skills real quick. Go on up there. I gotta go up further. This thing is so confusing, this little spiral thing. I like lose track of where I'm going. Okay. And then we gotta go over here to the Spirit Rise to get our first aid training. Once we're done with that, excuse me. Ugh, I'm tired. I don't know why I'm so sleepy today. I slept like 10 or 11 hours last night, and I'm still tired. That's why I think that there's something wrong with me. Like, that I'm like getting sick or something. I don't know. There you go. Oh, look at that. Take the gun out now. Now they really don't want to mess with me. I should probably put shoot bow, shoot gun. I'm gonna put shoot gun out in my bar here. Just put it like there. I'm gonna be a total nub and click. What is this? Meller sends word. No, we don't need to do that. I'm gonna be a total noob and click on shoot gun. Train me. Okay, Thunderclap. So this is another tip. You don't need to buy all your skills. And that's why a lot of people end up getting to level 40 and they don't have enough money for their mount. It's because you bought skills that are stupid. Like Thunderclap, 27 silver. It's worthless. Rend, worthless. 36 silver. I don't need it. Dual wield, I'm not going to use until 60. I'm not going to buy it. Battle Shout, we want. Okay, Battle Shout's good. Sunder Armor, I don't need it. I don't need it right now. If I tank an instance, I have rank 1 Sunder Armor, A, and B, if I really want rank 2, I'll wait till I tank an instance to buy it. I don't need to buy that right now. It's very expensive to buy stuff like that. But Battle Shout is a key ability that we use all the time, so obviously for those you want to buy them. But I've saved like 2 or 3 gold probably from just not buying some abilities. And it makes no difference in my character because I don't use them. Like, honestly, Rend, I just take Rend off my bar. Look, I just did it. Because Rend is, at this level, just it becomes useless. It's good at, like, I mean, it's worth using at earlier levels. Like, when you're level 5, it does an okay amount of damage. It's worth putting on. But at this point, it's just it's a complete waste of a global. So I just dragged it off my bar just now, like you saw. So we're done using it. The only thing it's good for is, like, if you're PvP, rogues attacking you or something, you put Rend on them. That's good. It's good for that. But other than that, pretty useless. But you know, even at 60, if you're PvPing, usually you have deep wounds on them anyway, which is a dot. So you really don't need rend. In my humble opinion, you don't need it. Okay, so we're doing first aid over here, right? Shadow Blade. That looks stupid. Train me. Heavy wool, I want.
May the eternal sun shine upon
I have been not getting first. I haven't come back for first aid training in quite some time. I got to see what level I need to be.
I've been expecting you.
Oh, this guy can't even train me past. Is this right? That he can't even train me past. What is it, journeyman? I need to find a better first aid trainer, I think. Or maybe you need to do something. You need to do something else to get past 150 to 225. I forget what you need to do. I'm gonna have to look that up. You might have to get a book or something. Quests and yeah, I forget what you have to do for that. I kind of seem to remember that you have to do some sort of a quest or something to get the next rank of first aid. But at any rate, we can get silk bandages at level 150, which I guess I'll come back and do. Okay, so now what are we doing? Now we're going back to Crossroads. I guess I'll fly there. I don't really feel like waiting 4 minutes. So we're going back to Crossroads, and we are going to do more quests in the Barrens. Actually, you know what? It probably makes more sense for me to fly directly to Camp T, because we're going to be down in Southern Barrens. So I'll fly directly down to Camp T. Jorn Skyseer. This one. Oops. Yeah, so we got to talk to some guy down here. And accept a couple of quests. And then we're going to go do some stuff. We're going to go do some stuff. Okay. And hopefully this little stint in the Barrens is going to get me to 23. That's my hope. What's our slash play here for this level? I've already been playing on 22 for an hour. Only halfway through it. But we're doing a lot of stuff, doing a lot of running around, getting all different kinds of stuff. So I suppose that's to be expected. But we're about to go on another little questing spree here. So hopefully that's going to get us up. Level 19 shaman named Coke Dog. Nice. I got some real winning names on this server. Coke Dog. All right, we got a quest to turn in here. And I think we got at least one to pick up. Let's see. Yeah, Ishmuale, or whatever the hell his name is. Okay. We're gonna go down south here. And we're gonna go do some of this. We're doing Egg Hunt too. And we're going to do Isimuhahale. And then, do I have this other one? Betrayal? Yeah, I have this one. And Weapons of Choice. Yeah, okay. So I'm just figuring out which quests I'm doing here, and then we're going to line them up and do them. So these are the 4 we're doing. Doing these 4 here. So our battle shot got a lot better. So hopefully we'll be doing a lot more damage. It's a straight attack power buff, so I mean that's very powerful. So we gotta basically kill these 3 guys, these 3 Quilboars. Surprise, surprise, we're killing Quilboars again. It's the Barrens, welcome back. And then we gotta get some drops from a couple of these other kinds of different Quilboars. So there's going to be a lot of variety in these quests. There's going to be a lot of different kinds of mobs. There's going to be some boars. There's going to be some Quilboars. There's going to be some boars with quills. Fresh zebra carcass. Okay, this is what we need to do to lure the Ishamuhale or whatever his name is. Ishamuhale. Ishamuhale, okay. Yeah, we need that for him. We need that for that thing. So might as well grind on these mobs a little bit while we're getting down here. Just get some experience from these. Whoa, like Blink is like bugged on this server a little bit. Like, you see that when he blinked, he slid forward, he like power slid forward. I'm not sure if that's a bug or what. Not sure. There's a lot of mobs down here. Okay, I'm gonna avoid these. I don't feel like. Oh no, I'm not. I'm not avoiding them. Just kidding. Just kidding. I think I see the area down here where we gotta go for the silithid eggs. So we'll go down there. I gotta use these claws or this thing, to digging claw to dig up the eggs. I remember this quest. I remember. I'm really excited to get Execute. I believe I get that at level 24. Execute is a nice ability for warriors. Basically reducing the amount of health of all the mobs by like 20%, because once they get to 20%, they're dead. That's the benefit of Execute. All the mobs get nerfed by 20%. You can hit some real big executes. I remember I was like level 30. What this thing? This thing laid an egg here. I remember I was like level 30 something. I was leveling a warrior once, and I'm like popping like 1,000, over 1k crits with Execute. It was crazy. It's crazy. You just hit so hard with it. Obviously, great in rating too on bosses, because the bosses they live for quite a while, sub 20% health. So you just do all kinds of damage. You gotta be careful with your threat though. What is this? A tailoring thing? Yeah, that's not for me. I'm not. I don't tailor. I don't knit. That's for priests. That's for priests and mages. People that have just weaklings. We'll go around wearing dresses all day. Okay. Oh, hit overpower on that one. These are going down pretty easily, although they're doing a decent amount of damage. So I gotta be a little careful. And this is the things I gotta harvest. These big termite mound things. And we got one egg, and it spawned a crab. Multiple crabs. All right. Pearson Hound running. I don't have time for these crabs right now. I mean, look at this. One second you're just trying to get eggs out of a termite mound. The next second there's actual like aquatic crabs that came out. Like I would understand it's like if it's like those like just some kind of weird bugs or something like these larvas, that would make sense. But like these actual crabs come out, like these guys are lost. I should pull these guys back to the ocean. Just like run with them up over here. Be like, you guys are free. You guys are free. They got lost. They're all up in these termite mounds now. The funny thing is, the reason why they use these crabs for these silithids is because they didn't have the models for them. Now there's a million models for like those bugs or whatever else. But at this point, they didn't have the models, so they spawned crabs. Close enough, I guess. Crabs and lobsters and all them are kind of like sort of similar to like spiders, and I guess it's kind of weird when I eat a lobster. That's what I always think about. Uh-oh, we got some on us. I'm gonna be cleaving them down a little bit. That's what I always think about when I'm eating a lobster. It's like, man, this is like it's like a big scorpion. I'm gonna hit retaliation here because I don't want to die. I really don't feel like dying right now, to be completely honest. So I just hit retaliation. Yeah, it's like eating a big scorpion, but they taste good though. Which leads me to believe that regular scorpions, actual scorpions, must taste kind of good. I have no evidence of that, but they have to. They're very similar. I'm not gonna try one though. People are getting into that stuff. People are getting into eating scorpions and bugs and all this. I think that's gonna be like the next trendy thing in like nouveau cuisine. People are gonna be eating insects. You think I'm crazy, but just wait like 10, 15 years. You'll go to like some really hip restaurant somewhere, and they'll be like, yeah, we have the sous vide crickets in a nice beurre blanc. They're gonna have it. I think actually some places. By the way, I love like food stuff. I love like food shows. I watch like way too much Food Network and like Cooking Channel. I actually saw a place on there the other night that they were doing that. See, I'm just not fighting these crabs. I really don't feel like they're worth my time to fight. So I'm just running away from them. I could use a little more rage. I'm gonna stun him here. Daze is really annoying. But yeah, I was watching one of those shows, and can you guys not? Can you guys just like chill? Thank you. Yeah, I was watching some Travel Channel show or something, and this very fancy restaurant serves these crickets to people, like as a nice little snack. I've known people to have crickets, or to eat them. They say they're pretty good. They're like crunchy. They make them like different flavors now too, like have sour cream and onion or barbecue flavor. I don't know how dedicated I am about cricket eating at this point. I'm gonna lay low for a little bit. You know, that's how I'm gonna approach eating insects. Just in general, I'm just kind of laying low on the sidelines a little bit. I'm gonna let everybody else kind of try them, see what happens, and then if it seems like it's working out for you guys, I might get in on it. I'm not totally against it. I would try them, but I'm just gonna let it sink in a little bit. I feel like some people like to eat that stuff just to eat it. Now, from a human psychology perspective, though, it's weird. Why is that considered like? I mean, I guess not in all cultures, but like, why in like? So I'm American. Like, why in American culture is that considered gross? But we eat like cows and chickens and other stuff all the time, and that's like fine. I'm not really sure. It's basically the same thing. You're eating another living thing, and I'm not getting all vegan on you guys because I love eating sentient beings, but I just find it interesting how bugs are considered really horrendous and disgusting. It's a cultural thing, I guess. I read in a lot of Asian countries, they don't have cheese products in a lot of these countries, and like my cousin spent a lot of time over in Vietnam, doing some work over there, and he said that everybody there thinks cheese is the most disgusting thing in the world. Like, they're revolted by it. They think about like American cheese or any kind of cheese. They're just like, they're disgusted. They it's like they abhor it, and it's just because you don't grow up with it, I guess. You know, if you don't grow up with something, it just seems weird. And if you do think about what cheese is, it's basically like congealed animal milk. That's pretty disgusting. But most like objectively, that's disgusting. But like, I love it, and you know, everybody loves it. A lot of people love it. But it's just what you grow up with. So if you grew up eating silithid grubs, you know, like these silithid grubs, I bet you they're pretty tasty. They're probably pretty tasty to you. By the way, oh, I can actually loot the eggs off of these too. That's nice. I was going to say, this quest is taking forever. But yeah, I'm very, very much into food. Like, my YouTube channel was either going to be about food or WoW. We went the WoW route. I could create another YouTube channel for food. One thing I did see too is that kind of a combination of the two is they have these WoW cookbooks now. I've mentioned this in other streams because I'm just obsessed with it. But they have these WoW cookbooks now where, like, all the food in WoW, they have recipes for it. So, like, you could make some long jaw mud snappers. I don't know about that, but, like, you know, like the actual cooking recipes, like, oh, what a surprise! It's got some crabs here. That's something different and new and unusual. I wonder how long it's going to actually take me to kill these if I try. See, these actually have a lot of health. See, that's why I'm kind of nervous about these things. That's why I don't even want to bother, because there's like 3 of them. But yeah, there's like these WoW cookbooks where you can actually make versions or interpretations of all the cooking, the WoW like cooking profession recipes at home, which is kind of a funny concept. I was watching some people stream on Twitch, making some of that stuff. It's pretty funny. You can make some buzzard wings or some I don't know. I don't even know. I never get cooking. I never like get cooking as a profession, so I don't even know what stuff there is. But I just thought that's interesting. But food is great. Food is one of the best ways to experience like a place, in my opinion. If you go travel and you go somewhere, you know, abroad or even within your own country, a different region, the best way to get a sense of the people in that area and the culture and just the history of the place is just to eat. It's really a great way to do it, because usually the local dishes, the ingredients, all the ingredients and everything are directly related to you know, what's available in the region and sort of some of the history of the stuff. That's why in all the Nordic countries people eat like a lot of preserved fish and like some of that crazy stuff, because like back in the day, you know, that's what made sense. That's what was available. And that's why in America we just eat KFC Double Downs and Taco Bell and Tasty Cakes, because, you know, back in the pioneer days, when it was times were tough, you know, we just came to the new world. All that was available, the only thing that made sense to eat was ring dings. That's really all that was available at the time. People sort of preserved them. They hung them up on a little fence in the back of their house. You know, on the Oregon Trail, they stayed preserved, and that's how the Hostess Twinkie business started on the Oregon Trail. Not many people know that. I read that Twinkies could survive like a nuclear apocalypse. Like you could literally drop an atomic bomb on a pack of Twinkies, and they'd be fine. You could eat them afterwards. Maybe not directly on it. If you dropped an atomic bomb directly on a package of Twinkies, they would probably be incinerated. So that's maybe a stretch. But let's say you had like a Twinkie warehouse that's like 20 miles away from Ground Zero. They would probably survive, and you could eat them. Never really liked Twinkies too much. Now they sell deep fried ones, apparently. You know, if you guys aren't, I don't know if you guys, where you guys are from. If you're from, some of you guys are probably from the U.S. Some of you might not be. We do some messed up stuff here with food. I tell you, the perverted stuff that we do to food is sometimes mind-boggling. I'm gonna deep fry a Twinkie and put it in a package and sell it like a year from now to somebody. It's interesting. All right, get these crabs off of me. How many eggs do I got? I only got 6. 6 eggs. Half a dozen. We almost got enough for an omelet. I haven't even started any of these other quests. I've just been kind of grinding away here. Alright, there's an egg. There we go. 7. I go dig this one up, but I gotta get more health back because I know the crabs are coming. Where there's silithid mounds, there's crabs. You can guarantee. You can guarantee that. Alright. Man, this guy's one level ahead of me too. But he was one level ahead of me when I grouped with him. So I don't feel that bad, but I want to be first. Whenever in original vanilla, when like I would wait. One of my favorite things to do in vanilla when it was current is I would wait for like a new server to come out because when the game is really growing rapidly, Blizzard would release like fresh servers every. Blizzard would release brand new servers from time to time because they had to accommodate the growing player base, and so obviously there would be no character transfers. They would just be from scratch servers. So one of my favorite things to do is I would roll a new character on the new server and try to like be the first to 60 or be like the top 50 people to 60 or stuff like that. I really found that fun. And I used to be really fast at leveling. Like I used to be good at it. You might not realize, you might not know that based on watching me right now. But if I really pushed and I really tried, I would usually be in the top 20 people to 60 on the servers. I just really enjoy the leveling. I find it fun. And yeah, so that was like one of my favorite things to do. And that was always good because it was always a good thing to do because people just assumed that if you got to 60 fast, you were like a good player. And so you would get invites to like all these top guilds and everything. And then they'd realize that I was terrible. And they'd kick me out. No, they wouldn't. I was in some good guilds back then. I was pretty fortunate to be able to play some pretty good players back then. But it's these crabs again. It's these crabs. They're back. There's only 2 of them. But yeah, it was a good way to do this. Okay, now we need a bounce right now. We got 3 on us. This is ridiculous. I'm just trying to get some eggs, guys. I only need 3 more eggs. Like, can you just cut me some slack for like 1 second? Look, he brought his little beetle friend with him. He's like, let's go get this guy. I bet you the beetle's the one that's. The beetle probably like elbowed the scorpion and he's like, let's go get this tauren right now. All right, we're gonna slow him. I don't know why they're still on me. It seems like they're chasing me like to the end of time. Is it because of these beetles? I think this is a bug, guys. I think this is a bug. It's like they re-aggro or something. They re-aggro onto you when the beetle hits you or something. Or maybe the beetles never despawn. These beetles are going to chase me down to the end. Uh-oh. Alright, we got a health potion. I got a health potion. We got to take these beetles out. We got to take these beetles down right now. Okay, look at that. You just turn around, look at these beetles, and they just give up. They talk a tough talk, but you just turn around and look at them, they despawn. I don't think those beetles ever despawn, though. I think you have to, like, look at them. And I think every time that the beetle was hitting me, the aggro table on the scorpion got reset. So like the scorpion would chase me down forever till the end of time. Can't mess with those beetles. You can't mess with them. So we still need 3 more eggs. Moral of the story: we still need 3 more eggs. This is gonna be a long time before we get those. All right. I don't think the scorpions can drop the eggs. I think it's just the worms and the mounds. So the scorpions are they're just in the way. They're just filler. They're just filler. Boom. Oh wait, no, look, they do. They can drop them. I was wrong. So actually, I can just kill anything. I'd rather kill stuff than open these things because they're like crab pinatas. You open them up, the crabs come pouring out. Hitting some nice crits here. 228. Ooh. 8-slot bag. I'm actually full up on 8-slot bags, but you know what? I bet you that will sell pretty well in the auction house. I've been really lucky with bags. I got 3 8-slots and a 10-slot, so I'm in pretty good shape with that. Okay, yeah, we still need 2 more. There's too many crabs over there. I'm not even going to bother. I'm going to go attack this scorpion. Oh, but we got to respawn right here. Having to kill a lot of mobs for this, which is kind of good, because We'll get closer to 23. Because I kind of want to be 23 before, like, just with these little Barons quests that we're doing here, before I move to the next area. I'd really like to be 23, so kind of either have to grind mobs now or grind mobs later. Pick your poison. This food is starting to get a little, a bit ineffective. We're getting too big and beefy, guys. We're getting too big and beefy for this tiny little food here that we got. Although this is the food that I think it's a bug. I think they don't charge enough gold for this, or silver, or whatever it is, for this food in Ratchet, because the equivalent food at like any other vendor is like 5 times the price. So if you want food and you're playing Horde on Vanilla, on Elysium, go to Ratchet, buy these long jaw mud snappers, because they're like 20 copper per stack, which is like the same amount of money as like the lowest level food from every other vendor, but it's like the next level up. So I think that might have been an oversight, but it's a very convenient oversight for my purposes. Okay. Still no egg. Those crabs are guarding that mound and that mound, because I just haven't killed them. Let's go over here. I can get this mound, and hopefully one of these worms will drop another egg. Oh, look what I can do now.
I'm out of ammo.
Oh, I need to put the ammo in the paper doll slot. Okay, look what I can do now. I forgot. You can shoot these things. You can shoot these things to pull them. That's nice. That's convenient. It's also going to be convenient for tanking. Because I'm normally having a body pull. I was actually, when I was doing Willing Caverns, I had the Warlock or the Hunter pull that was in my group. That worked out okay. But I'd rather be the one doing the pulling. It's definitely makes me feel a little better. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, we're not getting involved with them. Those crabs just ambushed me. I would think that these crabs would despawn after a while, but I guess they don't. And they're just vicious. They're just vicious. I still really need 2, like... Let me go to this back area, because I didn't go back here, so there's not going to be any really annoying crabs to deal with. Because I don't really want to deal with them. Any mounds here? Yeah. There's one here. Okay. Hopefully this scorpion will drop one, and then we'll just have to get that. Yep. Ooh, what was this? 3 spirit, 2 stamina belt. I feel like as soon as I've gotten this blue belt, the only green drops that I've gotten are belts, and like none of them are upgrades because I have this this blue one. Oh, we got another beetle on us. We got another beetle on us. I'm gonna have to cleave him down. Uh-oh. Look at these beetles. These beetles hit hard. 42 damage. They literally die in one hit, but they hit you hard. So it's like it's a bit worrying. It's a little tough. All right, we gotta pull this guy. I'm gonna pull him with my gun because going in there is gonna be a problem. Gonna be a little bit of an issue. Okay. Got him. Let's see if I can get this mound without aggroing anything. Oh, that didn't work. So far, Piercing Howl has really come in handy. Like, look how many times here that I've ran away with Piercing Howl. And you might say, like, oh, why are you running away? It's only 2. It's because I'll die. That's how sensitive or easily you can die as a warrior. If I have less than full health and there's 2 on me, there's a very good chance that I'll die. So that's why I'm running away. Okay. So we're going to have to gun pull this one and the other one. That's how we're going to have to do it. Which is fine. I don't mind spending more quality time with these grubs. We've spent the last like hour with them, so why not a little bit longer? Why not? Okay, let's see if there's any where the other one is around here. I think that the other one's around here somewhere. There he is. Let's get him over here. Get him over here. I can't believe none of these has dropped an egg, like, in quite a while. I would think we'd get at least one. Oh, there we go. We got one. Can I click on this without pulling that one? Yeah, and remember, we're going to have to get ready to run here. We're going to have to get ready to run really, really fast. Oh, no. It bugged. I didn't even get to loot it. Oh man. Oh man. And now we got the crabs. And now we got this thing. Piercing Howl on that thing too. That was really unfortunate. I clicked on it and it just closed the window. And then the crabs were there and I couldn't reopen it. That was insane. See, look, it resets the thing. I'm gonna kill this scorpion. I'm so mad. You ever get so mad that you could just kill a scorpion? That's how mad I am right now. Oh, all right. We're gonna fear this. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die, aren't I? Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. We might not die. This mage is not helping. We might not die. We might not die yet. This is really nerve-wracking. It's really nerve-wracking. Hit him with another howl. I have 32 health. Oh, he's inviting me to a group. Can you just hit the scorpion? Can you hit the scorpion? Ooh. We lived. Wow, that was really close. Okay. Almost died. Yeah, he's waving hello to me. It would be nice if he would have just hit that thing with a instant, so that you could have pulled it off of me. But I guess no such luck on that. I'm just gonna say I just need one more egg, and then I'm out. Because I just need that one more. Ooh, just need one more. Okay, so he just needs one more also. So it's a match made in heaven, I guess. We got it. I can't even loot this one. I can't even loot it. Are those crabs still over here? I wish there was a way to pick up the eggs when they hatched them. That was like a guaranteed drop. Who knew that this quest would take so long? Nope, nothing on him. He's saying need the eggs, question mark. Yeah, just one more. I don't think he's really listening to me. You ever get that feeling like people aren't just paying attention to you? I'm just gonna loot this thing. Once we kill this. And then I'm done. We're gonna move on to bigger and better things. Like killing Quilboars. Something new and fresh. And original. Okay. Here we go. I'm gonna loot this and then hopefully... Alright. Nice. Got it. So we're pretty much done with this now. I think I'm just gonna bounce. Just gonna say this, thank you to this guy and bounce. Thank you for help. Okay, we're out of here. Next, we're gonna go do the 2 Quilboar quests, which are down here in this little unexplored bit. So let's go down here and do that. I should probably grind some of these mobs here while I'm going down. Would probably be the best thing. Always be killing. Always be killing stuff. There we go. Hitting pretty hard. This weapon's still hitting hard, which is good. Good to see. Don't forget hyenas too. You always have to kill hyenas a lot. All right. Moving down. So down here we have to do pretty much kill all different kinds of the Quilboars and then kill the main dudes. Kill some of the maid dudes. So that should take like 5 hours, give or take. 5 hours, give or take. But getting closer to 23, so that's where the money's at. Alright, got that down. Oh man, my inventory's full already. That's no good. These hyenas are like guarding. I wonder if they're hired by the Quilboars to just guard here. I bet you they are. These Quilboars are getting smarter. They're getting craftier. That's not good. I'm gonna try to fear this one. Is my fear up? Yeah, my fear's off cooldown. Gotta start using fear more too. It's very useful for this type of situation. You got 2 on you. I could probably take this guy. Maybe. He's level 24. It's a bit worrying. I don't have any way to heal myself. So I may just run. I may run here. I think I'm gonna run. I think I'm gonna run right here. Okay, we're running. We're running away. They're everywhere. Oh boy. I think we might be dead here. We're gonna have to try to kill this. We're gonna have to try to kill this one. That's the only hope because we have nowhere to run. And we're not going to because he just crit me. All right. Well, you know what? That was overdue. We were cruising for a bruise in there for a while. So we got what was coming to us. Let's be honest. Got what was coming to us. My boy Patrick Starr and Sham now just logged on. That's my friends. You know, just leveling up with me. Nice death. Gonna catch you. That's what he says. He logs on and just starts taunting me immediately. If you're watching the stream, either of you, you're not gonna catch me. And it was a nice death. I agree. It was a very nice death. So, I feel like them's fighting words when you said, oh, I'm sorry. So, one of them said, we're going to catch you, and the other one said, nice death. So, I shouldn't say both of you said you're going to catch me. If either of them is going to catch me, though, it's going to be Sham Now, because Sham Now is a better player than Patrick Star. Patrick Star, he tries. He honestly tries. He gives it. He really gives it his all. But Sham Now's a superior player out of the two. So I would be concerned about him, if anything. Okay, they're in the Barrens too. Coming for you. Ooh. Wow. So the taunting has moved from WoW Whispers into the YouTube chat. I like that. See, I like this competition. This competition is what is what inspires me. It fires me up. It gets me going. It makes me want to kill like Quilboars even faster. So just so you know, you guys are just making it harder on yourselves with all this trash talk going on. Especially you guys bring it into the stream. That's when it means war. You guys come into the stream, start talking shit. We'll see what happens. That's all I'm gonna say. Just see what happens. See what level we all are in like a month. Spoilers: I'm gonna be 60. We'll see what level you guys are gonna be. If I do manage to get away from these Thunderhawks, that is, because I might never get away from them. I might just be stuck here forever. You guys missed the. I had a whole long rant about Vanilla WoW and retail and all that. It was a spirited debate with myself. You guys missed it, so that's what you get. That's what you get for showing up late. How do you guys think you're gonna beat me with that sort of attitude and work ethic? You guys showing up late for the stream, and then you guys come in here to start talking smack. You're gonna get ahead of me. We'll see. We'll see. All right, so here we are. Got to kill some Quilboars. You know, the usual. When I'm at work, you know, people at work are like, oh, you know, so we're in a meeting in a conference room or something. People are like, what are you doing this weekend? Everybody's like, oh, I'm going to hang out with my friends. We're going mountain climbing or some shit, or yeah, I'm going golfing, or me and my fiance are gonna go wine tasting and this and that. I'm like, oh, what are you doing? I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna kill Quilboars. That's what I do every weekend. And then everyone's like unanimously like, oh my god, like that's so cool. Like we wish our lives were like that cool. I'm like, well, it's not as glamorous as you think. The Quilboars, you know, killing Quilboars, you know, it seems like, you know, that's the dream, right? But once you get down to it, it's hard work. It's hard work. Like, look, sometimes I get stuck behind a root like that. This is hard work. It's not for everybody. Not for everybody at all. Oh, here we go. Is this one of the items we need? I think this is one of the items we need, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. Razormane Backstabber. So I don't have to kill the Pathfinders anymore. I gotta get the wand and the shield, which is probably from a caster mob type mob and like a warrior type mob. So I don't have to really kill these anymore. This one's in my way, and I love killing Quilboars. So just is what it is. I love it. Yeah, the Razormane Seers. This is the one that you're gonna want to kill for the staff. Like low on health here. I'm getting through using these heavy linen bandages though, so that's good. I wonder if this is the last bit of Quilboars I'm actually gonna have to kill. Probably not. Probably not. I didn't get all the way up. My health didn't get all the way up there. So I'm just gonna eat another mud snapper thing. Okay, let's get this guy. We're getting him. We're getting him. Is he gonna heal? Oh no, he's putting down a totem. What? This thing just spawned like right here. You guys see that? One just spawned right there out of nowhere. Come on, dude. Alright. Did he resist piercing hell? Oh, are these stealthed? Is that what? They're stealthed. I feel like that's not necessarily fair. What just happened? No, I'm not dead again. I'm not dead again. Definitely did not just die again. Want to come help us with this elite quest? Which quest is it? Which quest is the elite quest that you are struggling with at the moment? Basically, my goal for tonight is to get to 23, and so I need to accomplish that. I'm 7 bars from 23. If I get to 23 and you guys still want to do it, I'll come help you. But I want to get to 23 on the stream tonight. Counterattack. Oh, I have that quest. I actually have that quest. So I guess if you guys wanted to do it, we could do it. That's west of. I know where that quest is. It's west of the crossroads. I tell you what. Once I'm done down here, we can group up and do that one. Because I'm not gonna. I don't have that much. I don't have that much stuff. Oh, you're doing it now? All right. Well, if you're gonna do it now, then I'm probably not gonna make it. I'm all the way down south, so I'm probably not gonna make it up there in time. I'm quite a ways away from you guys, unfortunately. I do have that quest. I was planning on skipping it because it was just annoying to do, but oh, you guys wiped on it. Oh, that's aha. Did you what level is the elite? Because it's a yellow quest for me, and I'm level 22, so it must be very high level for you guys. It's probably like a level 21 quest or something, or 20 or 23, or I don't know. I don't know what it is. You don't really get anything for it. You get 25 silver from it, which is a decent amount of money, I guess. Oh, he's level 20, but not even an elite. Oh, really? You guys wiped on that? Ouch. Alright, so we got to be super careful around here because now I know that... well, can I invite this guy? I don't know if this guy wants to quest with me or not. But anyway, I got to be super careful around here because a lot of these mobs are stealthed in here. So it's going to be a little tricky. So I got to make sure I don't accidentally get into combat.
I'm out of rage.
Because that will indicate that something's on me, coming for blood, you know what I mean? Okay. So we also need, in addition to getting the weapons from these dudes, we need to kill the named ones. I'm not quite sure where they spawn at, but they're around here. They're lurking. Oh, nice. We can destroy that serpent bloom because we're not doing that quest. So I just got the wand, which is the next part of what I needed. Oh, 9. Betrayal from within. So the named guys are around and in here somewhere. I'm gonna start kind of looking for them. Cuz, Knack, and Locke. They are in here somewhere. I think perhaps one of them is over in this camp here. So I'm gonna go over here and check that out real quick. These ones are kind of high level. Level 24s. Those might be hard to kill. We're gonna give it our best shot. gonna give it the old best shot. Okay. Let's get over here. I kind of have an instinct, like an instinctive feeling that one of them is going to be over here. But I could be completely wrong. I could be totally wrong. Sear. We do need to kill these guys. Oh, see, there we go. There's one out of stealth. This area is terrible. This area is really annoying. It's like, you gotta be really careful with these stealth mobs. Because they're not low level either. They're level 23, so you gotta be really mindful of what you're doing. Pretty much have to have full health before you start walking around. I can't believe you guys wiped on that quest. That sucks. Like, it would really suck if you were trying to catch up to somebody. You were behind on levels and you wiped. That would make it even worse. That really sucks. Let me eat here. Yeah, see, I'm feeling like there's a lot of stealth mobs around here. You gotta be super careful. Let me pull with a gun on this one. You gun pull this guy. Actually, you know what? There's like nobody around him, so we're gonna go in with a charge. These actually aren't too hard to kill. Not as bad as I thought they would be. Oh, and just as I said that, I'm starting to miss and do no damage. Very sad. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. Oh, nice. I think that's what we needed. These items dropped really easily. So now I just need to figure out where these guys are. They're the ones there far to the south. One's a spellcaster, another tracker, and their leader is a warrior. Okay. I don't see where they would be. I'm gonna look this up. Betrayal from Within, I think it's called. We're gonna look this one up. Betrayal from Within. Oops, from Within. I'm gonna look this up. This is the approximate location. Man, these ads are super annoying. Okay, so there's no like information as to where these mobs are. So I'm gonna have to go look. And nobody really commented on anything to indicate where they are. So we're gonna have to find them the old-fashioned way. And we just got another gold whisper. So many people on ignore. Oh, I can't even put him on ignore. Or can I? Ignore. Ignore. I'd have to type it in manually. That's too much work. I can't believe they don't let you right-click on something and ignore them in this. I guess that's a new feature. I didn't realize that was like something new. Ah, there's one. There's Knack. We found him. Oh, come on. Let's keep an eye on him. Make sure he doesn't get too far. So that's the spellcaster one. I wonder if the one dude is stealth. I feel like they wouldn't be that mean. They wouldn't have him be stealthed. I feel like that's cruel and unusual. But maybe not. Maybe they do have him. Are you serious? Like, what's the deal with these things? They just pop out of nowhere. Am I gonna have to pop retaliation? I really don't want to pop retaliation on one mob. Okay, good. We're not gonna have to do that. I don't feel like it's fair that there's this many of them and they can just pop out from all over the place. I don't feel like it's fair. Okay, so he's right there. I think... Woof, those razorback. Yeah. Well, wait till you get to this. Wait till you get to this area, and there's all these. So there's all these ones that are stealthed, and they're just stealthed all around. You can't. There's no indication of where they are, and they patrol around, and they'll just pop out at you out of nowhere. Like, look, like right, like that. The place is like packed with them too. It's totally packed with them. All right. Got him. Is that the mountains? It's way down south. I'm going to invite this dude. It's way down south, almost into Thousand Needles where I am. They're really annoying. Look, they keep popping out. Like, okay, so I'm literally standing in one place. I'm literally standing in one spot, and they keep aggroing onto me. That's crazy. Thankfully, I got in a group with this mage now, so... Got a little more protection. Should be a little easier. South Barrens, do you know where the thunder lizards are? Yeah, they're all around and down south. If you just go down south, you'll see them. Go south of Camp T, you'll start to see them. Okay, let's go get this guy. Let's get this guy. This guy's easy to kill, actually. We got another backstabber stalker thing on us. We got two. Alright, I gotta hit retaliation here. We gotta hit retaliation. It's the only way we're gonna survive here. Only way we're gonna survive. There we go. It's crazy. They just come out of nowhere. Alright, I need to loot this skull. Okay. I'm gonna ask this guy, you need the other two? See if he needs the other two ones. Because I need the other two still, obviously. Oh, I think one of them is up in here. So I think the main guy, here's another stalker on me. Only walk. Okay. Where... I'll have to ask him where's the other one. Okay. Because I'm kind of curious where the other one is, because I haven't seen him at all. Where does Cuz spawn? I'm going to ask him. I'm going to ask him where Cuz spawns. He should spawn over here, I feel like. Somewhere around here. But I haven't seen him. Are you serious? Alright, we're gonna bring these over here. This mage isn't gonna like it, but I'm gonna be bringing these mobs over here because... This area is terrible. There's so many of these stealth ones, it's insane. Got a nice sheep on that. Must be nice to be a mage, right? Must be nice. I gotta eat up. He's not answering me. He's not telling me where the guy is. So sad. I wonder if he's over here. But yeah, you really have to walk around really slowly here. Is he going... Where is he going? I'm going to see where he's going. Maybe he's going around to where the other one is. I'm not sure. Are there any more Quilboars out here? Oh, here's Cuz. Oh, he found him. He found him. Oh, nice. Nice, thank you. He led me right to the dude I needed, so that's awesome. See, that's what I'm talking about. The community on this server is great. Like, this guy, like, actually, He actually took the time to show me where this thing is. He didn't even need it. I know that sounds very trivial, but like, not a lot of people would do that on live. Okay. Got him. Okay, and then I know where the last guy is. The last guy is back here, up in here in this this main tent, or this big hut. And then we're gonna be done with this one, which is kind of crazy. Last one's up in here. So these quests... Oh, washed a Pawnee. Does this one... I wonder if that mob drops anything. Like any quest item or something. I guess maybe it's just a rare spawn. I don't know. Yeah, so the last guy spawns up in this house up here. We're gonna have to go get him. Oh, we got a stalker on the mage here. Sad times. I'm gonna stun him. Start hitting cleaves on these. Start hitting the cleaves. Alright, linen bandage. It's a good thing we got two. Oh, here comes another stalker. You literally just enter combat randomly, and it's these stupid stalkers. Like, I wish I could see how many of them were walking around. Like, actually see. I'd probably be amazed at how much there were. It's probably just flooded with them around here. Alright. Can't bandage yet. But yeah, it's really good that I got a group for this, because I think otherwise it'd be really annoying. I've been pretty fortunate with groups so far in the journey here. Seems like I've got groups at opportune times, which has been very convenient. Got him. Alright, I picked up aggro here. Let's kill this one. The classic Quilboar sound, the Quilboar roar. Gotta love it. Ooh, silk. We're gonna pick that up. Starting to see silk now. That's how you know you're getting up there. Alright. Got a lot more clearing to do. I bet you there's like 20 more of those invisible ones up here. Alright, I'm gonna run in. We might be able to go around them here. Might be able to go around them here and go up here. Just waiting for stalkers to pop out. So far they haven't. I wonder if it'd be better for me to go sword and shield here and to like tank the mobs. I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go sword and shield, and I'm gonna go D-stance here. Just keep aggro on them. I feel like that's like the most beneficial thing I could do for this mage. Just to keep aggro. Plus I get to use this fancy new sword I got. Because this mage does plenty of damage. I don't really need to worry about doing damage. I just sort of be like the mini tank. What do we got? A leather chest? I don't need that. I'm gonna charge in here. Let's get a heroic strike, and I'm gonna switch stances. Yeah, this is definitely better. I feel much safer having this sword and shield on here. Okay. Up we go. There's the mob we need to kill. Trying to sunder this guy to get a aggro. I feel like sunder always misses. It's like Let me just get some health back. Level 19. Oh, nice, nice, nice. You're getting there. You're getting there for sure. Who knows? You might even catch me. I doubt it, but you might. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Got him. Alright, so we got that quest done. That was easy enough. Let's, rid of this. The skull. Okay. We're good to go. So now, let's see. What's a choice? Accept. So I want to go down to the camp down here. Let me see. What does this guy say? Nice. Thanks. Thanks. I'm going to go down here and pick up a quest. And I should have set my hearth to Camp T. But I didn't. So I'm going to have to run back. Gains reclamation. I'm going to do it. Then turn it in. Okay, so I want to go down here and do one thing, and then I'm going to go back up. But I'm getting out of this. I'm getting out of this camp because this camp is a nightmare. I can't unequip this shield. Okay. Let me throw out. Just throw out one of these bandages. It's kind of annoying how you have to switch how weapon swapping works in this. Oh, I'm in defensive stance. Yeah, so we're gonna be 23 pretty soon. It's gonna be pretty easy. Although this level is taking this level's taking a while. 2 hours, a little over 2 hours, but it's to be expected, you know. All comes with the territory. So there's one quest down here I gotta do. It's like this little dwarf camp area thing down here. It's usually kind of annoying to go into there and do stuff, but we're gonna go down there anyway. Hopefully it won't be too bad. I forget what you actually have to do for this specifically, but we'll see what we have to do. We shall see. This is the quest I'm picking up, I believe. Yep, that's the one we want. So we got to kill 15. So we just have to kill a bunch of these down here. 15 excavators, 5 foremen, and then we need to kill like the named guy and get the journal, and then come back. It would be nice if there was somebody to group with for this, to be honest, because I think this is going to be kind of annoying otherwise. This camp tends to get pretty packed and clustered together, and it's pretty hard to stay safe in here. But we're going to do our best. Maybe this guy's doing this right now. Seems like everything's dead in here. Yeah, some of these pulls can tend to be a little tricky. Looks like there's a group. Oh, look, it's this guy. This is the guy I grouped with when I started. Yo. I wonder if he remembers me. We grouped like in Mulgore with each other. Nice. Sup, Pan? Remember me from Mulgore? We yeah, he actually does remember me. That's really funny. I just said, thinking of you always, less than 3. That's what. See, that's what's so great is the community. Like, people actually remember each other, and that's really cool. A little bit of lag there. We got quite a group here. We got almost a 5-man group for this, which is kind of good, because this camp's a pain in the ass. Just gonna get a stun off here. The rogue might be in trouble. This is getting done quick. That's what I like to see. Leather belt, I don't need that. Oh, we got another one here. Got another one right here. Got him. We got him. So I like finished almost half the quest like right off the bat. I think the named guy is back here. I don't know where he is. I guess he hasn't spawned yet. Uh-oh. We got trouble over here. Try to get this one off. We get this one off of him. We got another one. Yeah, I think this quest would be very, very, very painful to do alone. At least for me. Pulling them one at a time here. Very cautious. Very cautious. 7 of 15. Let's see if I can get in this guild here. Your guild recruiting. I have no guild. See if I can get this guy's guild. That'd be cool. I haven't really seen any opportunities to join a guild yet. Let's see if I can get in his. Oh yeah, we got that invite. We got that guild invite. Sweet. Shop with us. Oh, they're actually all like real life friends in the guild. Ah. Cool. Let me make room for this. I need a journal there. Need the journal. Yeah, so they all know each other in real life, I guess. And they've accepted me into their clan. I feel very honored. I feel very honored. Got it, you know. Should I tell them they're on YouTube or no? I don't know. I don't know if it's too soon for that. Shouldn't tell them they're YouTube famous yet. Some people don't handle fame too well, you know. You tell them they're on YouTube gaming. They're next thing you know, they're gonna be in all kinds of trouble. It's like when those people hit the lottery, their lives spiral out of control. I don't want to tell these people that they're on YouTube. Could end up bad for them. You need to slowly get used to the fame, you know. You need to be slowly introduced to it. All right, we need I need 3 more of these things, and then I'm good. And we get to go. It'll be real nice. Okay. I think we can go over here and get the other 3. I'm gonna have to get this foreman, sadly. I don't really want to fight this guy, but we're gonna have to get him. We're gonna have to get him. I was gonna look. How many people are in this guild? Like, not many. I feel like I'm in an elite group. Looks like the rogue just left the party. I just need 2 more. Just need 2 more, then we'll be good to go. And then we're going back to Camp T. Oh wow, I'm already done. Okay. Thanks for the help. We're good to go. Yeah, so maybe this isn't the guild I should be in, but it's a good guild for anyway for right now. I'm gonna feel like they're so hurt if I leave now. They invited me to this, like, their inner circle, and now I'm gonna ditch them if I find something better. But that's just what you have to do. Okay. So we're gonna go turn this in, and then I gotta run back to Camp T, and then we got some turn-ins there, and then we got some turn-ins in Crossroads. And then we'll definitely be 23. So that'll be real good. 23. So we're gonna end up getting 2 levels tonight, which is really nice. Because yesterday I wasn't able to get any. I mean, I got a pretty big fraction of 21, but wasn't able to actually get full levels. And then the night before, I don't remember how many levels I got the night before. It might have been 2. I don't think it was 3. It was probably 2 levels. So that was okay. All right, let's turn this in. We're going to accept this quest, but we're not going to do it right now quite yet. I got to run back up here to Camp Tarajo, and then we're going to go down and do that. And then up next, there's going to be more Stone Talon. Be a bit more Stone Talon coming up next after we're done with this little stint in the Barrens. But we're not quite done with the Barrens yet, don't worry. There's going to be a little more after that. A little more after that, but we're probably going to get like the better part of 2 levels in Stone Talon before we continue, because there's quite a lot of quests to do there that we have to get done. And then Ashenvale, we're going to do more. Thousand Needles, we're going to do more. There's going to be kind of bouncing around all over the place. But that's kind of what you have to do in this game. You can't really stay in one area for a long time. And you can't even really stay in one area for a consistent for a consistent bracket of levels. Except for like obviously the low levels, like the starter area and maybe like in your teens, in like the intermediate areas. Once you start getting probably past 20, definitely once you get in the 30s and 40s, you really have to bounce around in between zones. Otherwise, you will run out of stuff to do very quickly. Big feature of this game. That's why a lot of people end up grinding mobs. They end up mindlessly grinding mobs because they don't know when and where to switch zones. So they exhaust all their quests too quickly, and then they're under-leveled for pretty much. They're over-leveled for certain areas, and then they're under-leveled for like the next major area. So it's tricky. It's tricky to know when and where to switch zones. That's one of the hardest parts about leveling in this version of the game. Of course, now in retail, the leveling is so streamlined that you can essentially, most people just dungeon queue from like 1 to 100. But even if you wanted to quest, when they revamped all the quests in Cataclysm, they really made everything a lot more streamlined and straightforward to do. Let's kill this zebra. I don't like this zebra. But obviously back in vanilla, in this game, very, very strange. People would joke about, there's a lot of quests in this game, and it often gets joked about, how they might send you halfway across the world to go talk to somebody, and you'll do that, and you'll spend like 20 or 30 minutes traveling there, and you'll get there, and you'll hand it in, and they'll say, thanks, and they'll give you like 500 experience or something, and then that'll be it. There'll be no connecting quests. There'll be no quest in that area for you to do either. There are. It's not as rampant as people might think it is in this game. But there are definitely quests like that in this game. where they do just pretty much lead you nowhere and offer you nothing. It's kind of funny. But you just kind of have to know which quests to avoid and stuff like that. But yeah, the leveling process is definitely slow. You have to think about the leveling process in this game as part of the game. I mean, it's a big part of the game. Whereas in Live WoW, it's more about getting to endgame as fast as possible and gearing up. The whole endgame, the game within the game of the endgame gearing process and completing higher and higher level content is the game in retail. That is the game. Whereas in this, there's a lot. You know, the leveling is part of the game. Obviously, rating and doing stuff at gearing at 60 is part of the game. PvP is part of the game. There's a lot more games within the game in this, in vanilla, in my opinion, than there is in retail. Although, I suppose you could argue in retail there's things like farming mounts, doing legacy raids, things like that people do. I'm not particularly that interested in that sort of stuff, so I feel like PvP in the regular in retail has declined as well. I don't feel like PvP the PvP community is really thriving like it was at one point. I was never super heavily involved in the PvP community, especially not when arenas came out. I PvP'd a lot in vanilla when they did the ladder system. And they do the ladder system is implemented on this server, which is cool. So I'm definitely going to be grinding ranks when I get to 60. I'm definitely going to be grinding some honor ranks for sure. But I was never that involved in like the arena community, which is a very, very prominent community within the WoW community, obviously, and those are the events that get highlighted at BlizzCon and at sort of more MLG type events. I suppose because that type of gameplay lends itself to those competitions. But I was never particularly a huge fan of the new type of PvP. 17.6 DPS. Now, so this has much lower top damage. I was saying earlier how you should have a higher top damage weapon, slower, weapon, but this has considerably more DPS. So I think I might go ahead and use it. I'm gonna experiment. I'm gonna experiment with both and see which one I like better. But for now, we're gonna roll with the demolition hammer. It is a 2.3% or 2.3 second attack speed, which is very fast for a two-hander. My one-hander is 2.2, so it's a very fast one-hander. So I'm not quite sure if it's really going to be what we're looking for, but I'm going to give it a go. And there we go, guys. Level 23. Really smooth, pretty much, getting to 23 from 22. Got some consistent questing done. We're going to get another point into improved battle shout here, which is going to give us another 5% attack power boost, which is going to be really nice. And then what we're going to do now is we're going to fly back to Crossroads and turn some stuff in there. So here we go. We're going to fly back here. So yeah, I'm not really sure. I'm going to hold on to this. I'm going to hold on to this other two-hander. I just want to do some just subjective testing. I'm gonna just start hitting some stuff with both of them and just see how long it's taking me to kill stuff with each. My two-hand mace skill is quite behind, so I'm gonna have to train that up. So we're gonna give that a go. But I'm thinking that this will probably be better overall. Again, you do want a slow weapon when you have instant cast attacks. So for overpowers, for instance, this axe is probably better. because it's an instant cast attack, and it's going to hit much harder because of the top damage. If I had something like a Mortal Strike or a Bloodthirst type ability, although Bloodthirst I don't think goes by weapon speed. Bloodthirst is just an attack power thing, so it doesn't even really matter for Bloodthirst. It has nothing to do with your weapon's damage. But if I was to be using a Mortal Strike, which does weapon damage plus 85, obviously that's an instant cast attack. So you're going to want the slowest, most damaging weapon possible for that. But currently, the only instant cast I have is Overpower. So my Overpowers will be hitting not as much. Why would they give two leather chest piece rewards for the same? For the one quest. It was a lot of experience though. 3,100 experience from turning that in. That was nice. Okay, we're gonna do this. We're gonna turn in this 6 stamina, 1 spirit, and I have 5 stamina, 4 strength. So the one I have is definitely better. Okay, let's turn this in. Let me sell some stuff, and then we have a quest to do. This Ishamuhale thing we got to go do up here. Let's see. Let me find on the map where that is. Okay, so that's going to be right over here. So let's go do that right now. Should be a pretty easy quest to do. By the way, if Patrick Starr and Shamnow are listening to the stream, if you guys still haven't done counterattack, I'm right here in the crossroads if you guys want to do that. I don't know if you guys still need that quest or if you completed that. But if you didn't, I'm sort of around this area. I can help you guys. Okay, so but for this one we need to go around this other side of this this mountain here. This is like the first area you enter when you come to the Barrens. I really do think like this axe is going to be technically the better weapon for me. Even though it has even though it has less less DPS, I think the top damage might be better because the crits are going to be higher. It's really hard to tell. I have to do like side-by-side testing, and it's really subjective. Like I said, if I was using a Mortal Strike, it'd be a no-brainer. But really, the main benefit to using the higher weapon damage one is just for my overpowers at this point. And to be frank, I really don't get to use overpower that much, so it might not even be worth it. You know, I get to use overpower maybe once every 10 fights. Something like that. I'm just killing these, by the way, to train weapon skill. I know, obviously, I'm not getting experience or anything like that from killing these, but I'm just killing them to train some weapon skill. Remember when these were hard to kill? Like 3 or 4 streams ago, these were pretty hard to kill. Progression. We're actually making progress. See, that's another thing about this game that I love. Like, since like it's actually challenging and it's actually kind of painful to develop your character. Like once you do and come back, it's much more satisfying because you have this you feel like you've actually accomplished something rather than everything just being completely easy the whole time. You've actually progressed to a point where something that was previously very challenging is very easy. So that's definitely an aspect of this game that I've always liked. I like that progression. So I think we have to, let me read this quest. And then bring his carcass to the dead tree northwest of Ratchet. Oh, so I think this is the tree right here. Looks dead. And so I got to put this carcass down here. Let's put it down right here. This is not the dead tree. This looks like the dead tree to me. This tree looks dead to you guys, I would, right? Oh, there we go. Okay, there he is. Let's whack him. Yeah, I don't think that I don't think that this weapon is going to be that good. I think the other one's probably better. I think it's probably better. So I'm going to equip that. We'll keep the other one for now. All right, we got that. And then we're going to go down to Ratchet. We've got some quests in Ratchet to turn in here. And then we're going to be flying into Stone Talon. Yeah, I just feel like the bigger... So, really what the Fury build is doing is... Now I'm thinking about it. So, we're stacking crit here. And you're going to get... Okay, for example, that hit right there. So, that crit... A critical strike, basically, it's a percentage multiplier on your damage. So, every time that you crit, the actual damage gained is going to be... It's going to scale with your weapon damage. So... Since we are going to be critting more, or aiming to crit more with the Fury build, with this talent, with the Cruelty talent, I do think that the slower weapon is always the way to go. Now that I'm really thinking about it, even without the instant cast abilities that I'm referring to, like the Mortal Strike or the Bloodthirst or whatever else, I do feel like it is the way to go. So I'm going to stick with this two-hander with the axe. I'm pretty much going to aim for slow two-handers with high top damage as much as possible. It's hard to pass up on this one because it does have more DPS, but this is essentially just a two-handed one-hand weapon. It's kind of funny, but that's kind of how it is. Okay, let's turn in. I have this Deep Moss Spider Egg quest to turn in. 2k experience, pretty good. I'm just gonna go ahead and sell this two-hander, this mace. I'm definitely sticking with the axe. It's just better. The higher top damage is pretty much always better. I had to think out loud for that one to really get the correct answer, but I think that's the correct answer. All right. Further instructions. Okay, so we're gonna accept that, and then we're gonna fly into Stone Talon right now. So, yeah. What is this one? Oh, that's Ashenvale. That's, yeah. So we're going to go to Sunrock Retreat here. So anyway, guys, I think we got 2 levels tonight. I'm like 6 bars into 23 already, so that's good. And sort of made a lot of progress tonight. And I've been streaming about 3 hours, and it is Sunday night, and I do have some stuff tomorrow. Of course, I have to do so. I think this is probably a really good stopping point for this stream because we're just about to start Stone Talon. So tomorrow's stream we can get into really into the nitty gritty of Stone Talon. Probably get up to about level 25, I would think, in Stone Talon. So it's going to be a nice, easy couple of levels of questing to do there. But anyway, for tonight, I think this is like I said, a great stopping point. Good stream tonight. A lot of interesting discussions, actually. We covered the WoW community. We covered food. We covered a lot of stuff. So I had a good time, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I really appreciate all the support and all the viewers that came in and hung out with me tonight. And, I hope you guys come back and hang out a little bit in the future. So, again, I'd just like to let everybody know, usually my streaming schedule is weeknights in the evenings. So usually around 6 to 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, U.S. time, is when I usually start streaming on the weekdays. And on the weekends, usually will be morning or afternoon, although, as you can see today, it's Sunday and I'm streaming at night. It was a little later tonight, just because today I wasn't really feeling in the zone earlier today. Sort of wanted to wait a little longer, but this was abnormal. I'm usually streaming a little earlier on the weekends. But that being said, the best way that you can keep in touch with when I'm streaming and why I'm streaming and how I'm streaming is to follow me on Twitter, and the link is in the description. You'll see that twitter.com/jburns link down there. So if you haven't followed me on there, please go ahead and do that. That'd be great. And that's the best way to stay in touch about when I'm going to be on the internet playing video games for you guys. But yeah, other than that, of course, like, comment, and subscribe on all my YouTube content. Right now, this series is going to be my main focus, this level 1 to 60 series, but I'm thinking once we get this done, I'm going to probably make some other short videos, maybe some just talking videos, like about different topics, and maybe some highlight videos and things like that. So I'm looking forward to be able to put out that content for you guys to enjoy as well. But yeah, so anyway, guys, until next time, I really appreciate, again, all your support, and I'll see you guys soon. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Have a good one.